and girls, actually one girl, thank you Arun, and it's Miss V. I will be starting this show with Ian, well, later maybe Luca and Brandon also will join me, but for now guys, welcome everyone. What a great crazy day, markets are positive, QQQ up 1.50%, Tesla is ripping to the moon, we're now at 10.27 and I'm super excited to see how high we can go on Tesla. I would love to trade Tesla today. I actually tried to get in at 10.01 and it will be a fantastic trade, but fortunately I didn't have enough buying power, guys. You know that it's just my fourth day trading live, so we already fixed it, and since now we'll be able trading this super expensive name Tesla. Write in the comments how's your trading day going. If you have any names you want us to take a look at. And I see some questions about Prad. Prad unfortunately is still sick. So Prad, if you see us, we send you all the energy. Please get well as soon as possible and come back. Super excited to have you in the office again. And I see, guys, where's King Tony? Maybe Tony will jump on also. I would love to see Tony coming and to hear what he's trading today. And we also can take a look at a few names on our watch list. I also was looking at that AXSM. So let's pull it up. AXSM on NASDAQ. So we have news on that name. Again, guys, make sure you are on our watch list. Just add it to your bookmarks. It's absolutely free, but like, trust me, you need this. And here we have that AXSM. It's therapeutics company that has agreed to post-marketing requirements, commitments proposed by FDA for NDA treatment for major depressive disorder. So some good FDA approval on that name, and we're now up 18% on the day. We dipped a little bit, but crazy jump in the pre-market all the way to $46. We're now at 38. I'll be honest, I was looking into the shorts, and my order will go for $38 even, but we never got there, and looks like we found support now in here at around 38.20. So let's see where this name will go, but I just canceled my short order because looks like it might run again to the upside. Okay, guys, let's see what you're talking about on the chat. Brian James says V and taco. Actually, great news. Today is Taco Tuesday for us. Hello, taco eater. Because we are actually going to have taco today. I will read for you what we're going to have for lunch real quick. Hi, Miss V. Hi, George. Nice to see you join us. Tyrone says INTC strong. Let's take a look at Tag Group. INTC on NASDAQ. INTC is up more than 1%. That's great. Starting from the open, we're going straight to the upside, and glad to see that. And also we can check out AMD. If AMD also following that move to the upside. Yep, exactly the same. We're going higher on AMD. We got back a little bit, but I think tech sector will keep running. And again, Tesla earnings are tomorrow on April 20th after the market. I'm super excited about that. And again, guys, coming back to our watch list, it's very useful in that way that you can check out archive. You can see what the stock was doing starting from March 2021. Last earnings, I remember Tesla was running. It went all the way to the move, hit that 1,200. That's why I'm long biased on Tesla during this earnings. And again, unfortunately, I couldn't get into the trade, but hopefully I will still have and find more opportunities for myself to trade. Ian is good, and guys, welcome Ian.
Hi guys, welcome. Welcome to the show. Thanks for having me today.
I think your microphone behind you, Ian.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's all good.
There we go. Can you guys hear me? Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks guys for having me on the show. Excited to be here, and let's talk about some trades.
Yeah. Did you trade anything today?
I did, yeah. I traded a couple things. So let's look at my screen
Yes,
here.
that's.
Yeah, so I traded AMD. AMD, I was actually kind of looking to the short side initially, just because AMD's just been so weak. But it broke out of this consolidation here, broke out 94. Here, I'll make it bigger there so we could see. Broke out 94, and then it was just showing like a lot of strength above 94 and kind of resisting that. So I actually got in long on a bounce play just above over here. And then I carried it. I covered it, actually, my full position in front of 95. So I did get about 70 cents on the win, but obviously that was a premature cover. I don't know if anyone really saw this huge move coming. Obviously, the market was like kind of crushing up at the same time, but AMD was just relentless today up to the long side, and even 96 breaking out. So much strength here, so much volume coming in on the 96 break. It's just been incredible. I also traded Twitter earlier today. Twitter, it was kind of it was a tough trade, I'll be honest. Initially, again, I was trying to play the bounce, trying to get a bounce off 47.50. That was like a pre-market low. Initially took it. I stopped out down here near 47. Took it again and then stopped out on the 47 breakdown. It's just, and you see this whole movement here. It's just been sideways kind of all day. So it's been tough to, if you're caught on the wrong side, you're going to be wrong quick. And when something's just kind of consolidating, like going back and forth like this, to me, that's a no trade, right? So, maybe tomorrow, if this 48 level kind of holds, maybe that 48 comes in play tomorrow for like a long breakout or something like that. But yeah, I'm probably just going to stay away from Twitter for the rest of the day. Other than that, haven't really traded much more momentum names. Been trading the buyouts as we usually do here at the firm, but yeah, other than that, it's been kind of a slow day. The future's looking good. They're just kind of ripping up. That 44.05 area was a good resistance point overnight, but that just kind of broke out today, and now we're just going up to the upside. So, if you're in a long play with that's trading in sympathy with the futures, I would say just keep holding until you have a clear out, and keep trailing your stops and respect them and keep going.
Yeah, and I see a lot of great feedback on your side, and here someone says, James says, this guy seems cool. So that's right, guys. Thank you for your support. And here we got a super chat from Dominic Famularo bringing us that TBLT. So maybe together we can check that out. Again, thank you so much, Dominic, for supporting us daily with your super chats. It's a penny stock with 121 million volume. Volume looks great on that name, up 69.60%. We jumped high of the day to 0.27, and now is 0.24, but looks like there are chances for that name to go higher. I will check out also if we have any news on this name, TBLT. Something says me that we have low float on that name, but I will check it out for you also, guys. So we see news. Company reported higher revenue, and that's the catalyst for it to jump 69%. And also I want to check out the low float on that one, TBLT. We will see what company does. This is appliances, tools, and housewares company, and free float is 128 million, which is not that low. So solid company. Yes, congratulations that you caught that jump to the upside, Dominic, and let us know if you're still holding on that name or not. Do you have any thoughts on that TBLT jumping after higher revenue report?
TBLT, let's bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, showing a lot of strength. Breakout, obviously, huge volume this morning. It's been kind of fading, and that's what kind of happens with these penny stocks or these penny names. You get that big rip up, and if you're not catching it, you're kind of chasing the play. And it's if you're going long like at these dips here, it's got to be quick scalps. You got to have a clean out. And there's obviously the support. So if there was obviously this big demand area down here, that's exactly where it's bouncing. So if you got in here, then that's a great play. But if not, you're probably chasing it right now. So I would probably lay off. For sure, something that's up 67%, there's going to be some profit taking. There's bound to be some profit taking. You go to sleep one day and then you wake up the next morning and then your position's up 66%. You're not going to take those profits. I'm sure you are, right? So, if you're not in now, then yeah, just be patient, wait for the time.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you saw the Tesla jump to the upside.
Tesla is gonna be exciting because obviously they got their earnings coming up tomorrow.
Yes.
So it's gonna be on everyone's watch list coming into that. So today, again, this is what we like to see, right? So it tested that $1,000 early this morning, and it's just been kind of upside all the way after that, right? So this is what you want to see if you're a Tesla bull, which we all are, obviously. A lot of volume coming in above 1,000, and then even here this is a strong trend, right? Making those higher lows, and pushing up to the upside, right? So we're testing highs, we're testing levels that haven't been seen for a couple weeks now. So it's looking good heading into earnings. If there's a gap up, there's going to be the longs are going to be in play, right? So as long as Tesla is above 1,000, I'm really liking it to the long side. As soon as it breaks down 1,000, again, just know your stops, be disciplined. If you're holding that long, if 1,000's you're out, then once it breaks down, you got to respect your stop loss. You got to get out.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Last time, I was just saying, I'm not sure if you remember last time Tesla reported earnings, but like literally we spiked to 1,200 level. That's
Yep.
why I think like this time now is brilliant to trade Tesla long, counting that it has room to go higher.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm super excited. And again, I was looking today for $1,001 level. I missed it, but it is what it is. Someone asked to check out Plug.
Yeah.
Plug Power, we have it on watch list also. So guys, if you are not familiar with the news and why is that move to the upside, Plug announced an agreement with Walmart for an option to deliver up to 20 tons per day of liquid green hydrogen to power material handling lift trucks across Walmart. So great news, some collaboration with Walmart. So what do you think on that name?
Yeah, Plug was on the watch list today, as Valeria said. But if we look at the chart here, we're all kind of thinking long initially, and I was really hoping for 27. 27 was like a key level on the dailies. I was really hoping for this level to hold. It kind of broke down right away, so then I started to be skeptical, right? So once things start to do what you didn't expect it to do, then you got to kind of adapt, and you got to make a decision whether or not you're going to keep trading that name or look to trade it, right? So initially I wanted this 27 to hold. It didn't. Broke down below. It was just kind of showing some weakness below. Couldn't really, buyers couldn't really step in and push it back up. So until later on when it finally reclaimed the level, but by that point I was just disinterested in the stock and disinterested in the move. Apparently the move was overnight. If you're holding a position, congratulations, but it was a tough trade today for sure, unless you caught this bottom or caught this caught the reclaim of the 2680 area, and then you're long the rest of the way. But yeah, no, for sure it was on everyone's watch, but just didn't really give me the opportunity I was looking for.
That's right, and a few people talk about that SEV, which is Sonos Motor Solar Technology, I believe. And the news, I can see that they made some full year 2021 corporate update, and here we have that momentum move to the upside. I'm not sure, like it's now on the hold, guys, 7 million volume. But something wrong, like can you see on my bid it says 0.39 and my ask says 120?
Yeah, so when it's in a halt like that, like the bid and the ask, they just dissipate, right? So then there's no one sitting on the offer or the bid. So that's why if you look at your level 2, it'll be all wonky like that. And if you're actually in a position and during a halt, it's kind of scary, but also kind of exciting at the same time. But you'll notice if you're looking at your net P&L, it will just go crazy. Like one time we were in a halt like maybe a week ago. Oh, it was when AMC halted, and basically our net said like minus like $1 million,
Oh, wow.
right? But then it's not real, right? But it's
Yeah.
just because there's no liquidity there because
Yeah.
the stock is literally stopped, right? So
I
yeah,
would
so
die.
you can't really you kind of have to wait for that halt to reopen, and then you're gonna have an opportunity to trade it. But yeah, SCV, just looking at it, again, lots of momentum, lots of volume coming in, and if you're in this long halt, I hope it works out for you.
Yeah, that's right. So basically, is there any what are you looking at personally when you're trading halts? So, for example, if stock halted to the move on the upside, like you kind of expect it to open higher.
Yeah, exactly. So in a halt play, let's say it like this, it's halting to the upside. So I am expecting it to open up a bit higher. So when we see it halting, and you'll know on the level 2, because basically on the level 2, the offers won't move. So let's say it's stuck at like $7, it won't push above that $7. So then once you see it happening, and then you just kind of try to jam in long at like $6.99 or $7, whatever price you can get. Wait for the halt. It's usually like 5 minutes, the halt, and then hopefully it opens up.
Yeah.
So like I've seen halts where it open up like $1 in your favor, right? And then you made $1 in like
And you
10
put
seconds.
order in advance, right? Before
You
while it's in a halt.
can, but if you're quick enough, as soon as they're on halts, then you just kind of
I see.
yeah, you just
Cool.
kind of get out of the halts, and on the downside, same thing, opposite thing. So you see on the bid, the bid's like frozen still, and then the level 2, like it can't execute lower than that, and then you just try to slam in on the short, and
Yeah. Great. So yeah, guys, have you hotkeys ready?
exactly.
You're trading halts. Right, let's see what else on the chat. I
see a couple people just talking about AMD
Oh,
again.
it's open actually now. That SEV.
Oh yeah, it is open now. Yeah, yeah. So a lot of selling coming in, a lot of selling coming in. Yeah, I see a couple people talking about AMD here. AMD. Yeah, it looks like it kind of rejected that 97 level. It was bound to, if you look at the dailies, it's kind of like the 97 to 98 range is kind of getting interesting before it gets to obviously that 99 to 100 level. But yeah, it was bound to pull back at some point. That's why I was kind of hesitant to take this 96 break, just because it's been trending up the whole day, and it just seemed kind of like overbought at that time. But apparently that worked, and 97 seems to be that key level of resistance, and now it's starting to pull back. Probably we're looking at for. This is the problem when something just trends up and just goes up the whole day. There's not really many levels to kind of play a bounce. So maybe you kind of have to be patient, wait for it to get to like 95, and look for that to kind of hold.
That SEV, actually, yeah, as you said, a lot of sellers came. Probably people wanted to get out of that hold, but now we're keep ripping. So guys, if you're still holding that name, congratulations. Great jump to the upside. Also, so again, someone said about Tesla. Tesla, honestly, now I don't see that much volume as we had before. It's now chill a little bit, moving sideways, but we're still like at 10.27, and more move to the upside might come on that name. And I want to take a look at higher time frame on Tesla to see potential room we have. So basically we're now sitting at this level of 10.28, and here I can see room to go to 10.38 if we break that 10.28, I believe 10.29. Okay, let's say 10.30. If we break 10.30, I can see all the room to 10.30s and 10.40s, and hopefully it will happen during the earnings as it happened last time. I will take a look at the chat, what other names people talk about. Again, a few people, terms of where is Pratt, guys, Pratt is sick. We miss him. He will be back hopefully very soon. But for now, yes, it is what it is. And I wish just health to all of you guys. Stay healthy and safe these days. Microsoft, after Star says, is way too strong in pre-market. Microsoft actually was slightly down. And actually one of analysts lowered its price target. So maybe we can take a look at Mr. Softy.
Yeah, I can bring that up. Just give me a second. My
Sure.
chart's kind of frozen right now.
Great. Let's see if mine will work. Microsoft is currently up 1.32%. Let me get rid of that ugly candle, 10-12. So we can go in here, find that 10-12. Okay, good. Let's see now. So yes, we were kind of a little bit slightly down in pre-market, but then at the open just jump back to the upside. And again, as Tesla does, we're just moving a little bit sideways. So I can see that all the tech stocks are on a good day today. As you mentioned, AMD there, INTC, NVDA are also up. So yeah, Microsoft, a great move to the upside, and overall Microsoft is a great name. I believe in the long term also. Yeah, guys, right, more names you want to take a look. Plug Power, we were just recently talk about that one. Roblox, actually, maybe we can take a look at Roblox.
Yeah, Roblox. Let me bring it
Yeah.
up. I think it's NQ, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Or is it NY? Yeah, Roblox making another strong move today as well, right? So, again, pushing up. I always kind of look at whole dollars, right? Whole dollars are always like that kind of psychological key level, right? So it breaks out $40, and you see how that $40 holds. It consolidates above, and it can't really break down below, right? So if this was on your watch list today, I don't think they had a catalyst or any news to justify this strong move, but I guess they're just kind of moving in sympathy with the market. But that $40 break was good, right? So then if you didn't get in the initial break for the quick scalp, then you're taking it long off the bounce play. Excuse me, and then you're just kind of riding momentum, right? So, if it's holding above VWAP, if you like to use like 13 EMA or anything like that, just kind of ride the trend, right? So if it's not breaking below that, you got to keep in your position, hold the long, and again that whole dollar level again, right? So $42 right here, and look where it's kind of turning around. So $2 move on a $40 stock, that's a pretty big move. So you can't be too greedy with it. You got to start taking profits at some point. So it looks like 42 is kind of that level. I saw people bring up Tilray. Tilray. Sorry, let's just look at here. So Tilray opened up. It's been kind of weak since it was in. The weed stocks were kind of in the news a few weeks back, just with the legalization. Nothing really happened after that. So low volume. Just kind of making an upward move, just kind of moving in sympathy with the market.
Yeah, and Tesla actually broke that 1030 to the upside. We're now like at 1030 even, trying to go higher. And again, I'm super excited. I wanted to see Tesla go all the way to that 1040. So I'm actually looking for long if we break that 1030, and if Tesla shows some strength above that level. George is asking about Michael Travis says 420 is tomorrow. Yes, indeed, tomorrow is 420. Tomorrow is Tesla earnings, so going to be a very exciting day. And also we have Netflix after the close today, I believe, but I will bring guys the board in a moment. Meanwhile, let's see what else you want to talk about and what you were trading today. So Alan says BBIG. Let's go finally. Vinco Ventures we yesterday had on our watch list. So do you want to pull up that BBIG?
Yeah, I'm just bringing up my charts here real quick. So just give me a second.
Sure.
I'm trying to open up the trading view so it looks a little bit nicer for you guys.
That's right. Live trading view. So BBAG is now up 2.3%. 3.98%, a great move to the upside for that one. And again, in pre-market, we went all the way to 2.39, and now like we're 30 cents to the upside on that one. So great job. Someone says finally, so I assume you were in that trade. C for Kami, my friend, says I don't think Tesla going above VWAP, taking out 85%, leaving 15% and moving over to SBLK. I see that moving higher. Yeah, I remember
I could
you
talk
were
about BBIG now
sure.
if you want.
Yeah, so I remember you were calling that 1033 level for Tesla. Anyways, what you were saying is true. Tesla went to that level, and let's see if you're right about if we're gonna break that level or we will get rejected today.
Yeah, so BBIG, making a strong move today. But I just wanted to kind of point this out. This is why it's so important to, base your trades off of the daily chart and off of looking at like higher time frames to get proper levels, right? So if you look at it, it doesn't get much more straightforward or more simpler than this, right? So 240 was that low a day today, right? And look at the low a day yesterday. Low a day was 240 as well. Right, and then today we're making that push up again to 265, right? Which was, if we expand out, and this is the 30-minute chart. So again, just kind of looking at a higher time frame level or a higher time frame chart. Sorry, you see this 260 area held as support here, holding as support over here. Yes, yesterday hold as resistance, right? And then now we're trading right around that area, right? So if you were in a long down here, probably there's going to be some profit taking coming up. But if not, then if it keeps pushing more strength and more buying volume above this, then then the long could still be in play, and we could be into another kind of price structure back up into this consolidation area, and then we're talking about different levels, right? So you're looking at like this 275 area, and then eventually back up to like 290 towards the $3, right? So again, just super important to kind of base your trades off these key levels, and they say it all the time. When in doubt, zoom out. It's true. You got to zoom out and look at these higher time frames to gauge your trades.
Great stuff. And someone on the chat, not someone, D. Westermeyer, asking what time are Tesla earnings. So guys, I recommend you this website, Earnings Whispers. It's the one I use. So basically in the search you put a ticker and it shows what time, what day earnings are coming, and also when the result comes you can see how good or bad are they. And Tesla is going to report at 4:10. Come on, like you couldn't wait for 10 minutes and report for 4:20? It would be so much cooler. But yes, Tesla is going to report at 4:10 tomorrow, and I'm very excited. Again, let's see what guys you want to talk more, want to see some more. So here we see PayPal. Might be interesting one. I didn't really take a look at that one, so maybe we can do right now.
Yeah, I'll bring up PayPal here. Yeah, a lot of strength in PayPal. Looking at the daily, it's hold that $100 level really, really nicely. So obviously $100 is going to be a big key psychological level, and it's bouncing right off that today, right, and pushing up to these consolidation areas again. So, I'm looking at probably 105, 106 for this to really kind of start turning around, for some sellers to step in. But again, if you had that $100 play, and it broke down briefly yesterday, right? So, but here's why you kind of want to look 100 long today, because if it breaks down yesterday, look what happened by the end of the day. It reclaimed it, right? Lots of buying comes back. Buying comes up above it to the 101 area, right? It retests 100 again by end of the day. And then what happens? More buying steps up, right? So today, if you're looking at that $100 level, it was a pretty straightforward long play, and look at the move it's given you, right? So if we go down to the lower time frame here, the 5-minute, this is a parabolic move, right? So there was a little brief consolidation there, but again, still holding that 100. So there's really strong buying pressure above it, and then it's just off to the races straight up. So strong move for PayPal today for sure.
Yeah, just checking on the channel here. Someone brought Don't ignore.
Heard someone
this.
talk about Roku as well.
Sure.
Yeah, Roku, making a strong move again as well. It's kind of the same in sympathy with all the tech sector, right? Tech has been really exploding today, so a lot of volume coming into the upside. Good strong buying. Yeah, not much more to say. That we're just going to sound like a broken record here. Just looking through the chat. Let's see what else we got. Twitter ripping through.
Also, I can see people talk about Ford, saying it's strong. Give that one a try.
Yeah, Ford is kind of a strange one to trade, right? So it's not always in play, but when it's in play, it gives really kind of nice moves. The whole automobile kind of sector has been kind of lulling itself to sleep a bit. Not much going on, but today Ford making a nice strong move above the 16 level, and now it's kind of holding above. But up 3% again. I don't think there's much volume. Yeah, not too much volume. So I remember last year Ford was doing like 100 mil volume days, and today it's at 22 million volume, right? So that's why it's like kind of not too in play. But for a long term, it's looking strong.
Yeah, I believe yesterday Brandon said something that he finds Ford a good stock for trade, like especially like for beginners maybe, because it's not like moving that crazily.
For sure.
Candles are like looking nice.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Like it's still like a momentum play, obviously, right? But when it is trending up, it gives those really kind of nice trends up. The really nice like lower highs and higher lows, higher highs, right? So the charts look really clean on it when it is kind of in play and is giving the proper volume. So yeah, it is a very good stock to kind of learn on when it is in play, of course.
Ian, we've got our first super chat on the day from Andy Lee. Hello, first time here. Any word on what XLE is doing? I think it's consolidating, but I'd like your opinion. Well, first of all, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel and catch us live every day from 8:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern. And absolutely, we can take a look at XLE. I will also check out if we have any news or information on that name. So Ian, could you bring that name?
Yeah, XLE, I think it's like an energy sector play. So again, just kind of moving up with energy and crude oil and whatnot. It's been trending up since everything in Ukraine has been happening and going on. And oil price just kind of raising up. Again, this is kind of like a very, very strong move. So it's looking good. 82 looks like it's kind of pulling back a bit off of that. You had this pull back off of 80, but now it's if we get some buying and some buying pressure comes in above 80, then I would be pretty interested to keep holding this long if you're already in it. I'm assuming you are. This is like more like a long-term play. We got another super chat here from Elsa Mohammed. Thank you so much. Let's go. Yeah, let's go hit the like button. What likes we at right now? Only 371 guys. We need to boost that up a bit. I know Tony's not here, but he might make an appearance later on. We'll see. Depends on the like number, exactly. If we get up to 1,000, then Tony will come on. I see some people do some research for Tony.
Yeah, I also see a super chat from Dominic Familara saying, Valeria, can you take a look at CYRN, please? Absolutely, Dominic. So I'm trying just to figure out and hear what market it's on. It's on NASDAQ. It's actually trading on 9.5 million volume, up 32% to the upside. Great, guys. As you can see, we touched that 3.52 level that got rejected a little bit. Find count of support at $3, and now we are back and moving even higher. So more volume came in here, and it looks like that name wants to ramp. It looks like it has been halted to me. Let me double check that.
Twitter?
No, CYRN.
Oh, okay.
CYRN. Siren Ltd, and let's see if we have any news on this name. I don't see really news on this one, so let's also check the low float and any other information that can be useful for us. So free float is only 3 million, very low float name, so that's why I'm pretty sure it can run even higher. And we also can take a look at higher time frame on CYRN, on Siren Ltd, to just check out the levels. So we're right here, guys, right now, 3.47 level. And I mean, we're already trying to break that one, and as we do so, we definitely have more room for that CYRN to go higher. And Dominic, I wish you all the luck. I hope you will make money on this name as you usually do. And you mentioned we have there super chat from Isa Mohammed. This is my fan number one.
Oh yeah,
love
okay.
you, Isa. Yes, thank you so much for coming by, for sending a super chat. Love you, love you, love you, guys. Thank you for all the support you do. And as Ian said earlier, please rush on that like button if you want to see Tony. Maybe our King Tony will be great to come join us. And hear another person talk about that CYRN. So let's go, guys. Good luck, everyone who is in that name.
I wanted to bring back up Twitter. People said it was breaking out above 48, and I mentioned 48 earlier, and this is why 48 is kind of so important. So again, kind of looking at the bigger time frames here. So I'm looking at the 30-minute, right? And we're looking at last week, 48 held as resistance both days in a row here, right? And then down over here, when I think it was Elon said he was gonna buy the company 100%, it shot up, and then that 48 was a key breakdown point, and then it never reclaimed, right? And then today, now look where it kind of consolidated below, right? Consolidated below 48. And I was talking about it earlier, how it was just kind of like a chop fest, Twitter. And now it's kind of holding, it broke out above 48, and, let's see if it can hold, right? So if it breaks down, I might not be too interested in the long, but if it keeps going, then, the long is clearly in play, and, it might give that move that I was mentioning earlier.
Another name, I believe we supposed to have STSS on the watch list. Yes, we do. So STSS, it's a low float name, and medical equipment maker. It higher on increased social media chatter, just 8 million free float, and I think it could be a good short actually on that STSS. As we can see here, we spiked in the pre-market at the open, and then slightly went down, and here we are consolidating, moving sideways, found that support at around 2.72. And again, I would be careful with that name. I personally would look for shorts, but it's the first day of today. It's made this jump to the upside, which means it can jump back to day highs easily. So I would be really careful. And in terms of shorting it, I would make sure it's really want to go lower. But yeah, also a great name. Both if you caught it to the upside, or then when it started to fade, caught it into the short trade. And actually another super chat, a few. So Dusty, thank you so much for a super chat, asking us to take a look at NAG and EGG.
Yeah, let me bring that
We're
up.
going to squeeze, Dusty says, $10 price target. Let's see. Hopefully it will happen. But also another one, super chat from Isa Mohammed, especially for Valeria. Thank you, Isa. You're the best. I hope you're having a fantastic, fantastic day.
Yeah, Neg giving a strong move today again. Yesterday it squeezed all the way up to 735, so it might be a tough ask for it to do that again. We'll see. I saw people call out ATER too. I remember talking about ATER last week with Tony a lot, and they said, is now a good time to buy the dip? So today's move broke out, obviously, in pre-market, consolidated above there, but then showed a lot of selling. A lot of selling pressure came in, and now we're trading right back at these levels, these highs from last week, right? So when a move does this V-shaped move like this to the downside, to me that kind of signals a little bit of weakness, just because if it was truly strong, we wouldn't be retesting these levels, right? So if you're looking to kind of get into this play, I'd be a little bit more patient, I'd say. You're still kind of chasing in at this resistance. If this resistance holds, then you're basically buying at the top, right? So that's obviously not good risk reward. So just be patient with this one for sure.
Just see a joke about Tony's imaginary wife. Did you know Tony has imaginary wife?
Tony has an imaginary wife,
he
really?
shared it with us.
I know Tony. He's been getting a little bit outside of his shell, a little bit, and you guys are helping him a lot for sure. He's got his own little fan base, more than a lot of us. So, no, that's great. We all love Tony.
Anyone. We love Tony, absolutely. Let's see what else, guys, you want to talk about. I actually wanted to bring in the earnings board. I will do it in a moment. So
strong earnings coming up. Obviously, this is a busy time for large caps. So it's it's going to be for the next couple of weeks. So a lot of things that haven't been in play recently. A lot of things that haven't had a lot of volume. Look for them to start picking up, and for some key levels to become in play for sure.
Absolutely. And so here is the board, as you said, some big cap names earnings. This company is going to report after the close today and before the open tomorrow, so we'll be playing them on April 20th. And we have Netflix right here in the middle. IBM might be interesting. Procter & Gamble, that bought Baker Hodges. No idea what's that. And First Horizon. So guys, write in the comments what you are the most excited about. And absolutely, I believe Netflix will be.
I'm excited for Netflix. If you guys remember what happened last time at Netflix after the earnings, it just kind of dive bombed quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah. So if we look at the daily chart here, this is Netflix here. So earnings comes out and we're opening over $100 lower. Right, so if you were kind of trying to swing long in that over through earnings, and this is why playing earnings is so risky, right? So especially if you're doing something with options or whatnot, you kind of have to. You don't know what's gonna say in that report, right? So, it is holding these lows. It had a low back here on March 14th around the 330 level, so it held that yesterday and today. But we just kind of have to wait for that earnings. If it gaps down again. After earnings, then there's going to be some serious weakness and the short's going to be in play. But obviously, I like Netflix. We all use Netflix. Some great shows on there. So hopefully there's a strong earnings and it gaps up and shows its investors some good strength.
What was the last show you watched on Netflix?
Netflix? Oh man, I've been watching something on Crave, but not on Netflix. I like watching documentaries on Netflix. What do you watch?
The last thing from Netflix I watched, Inventing Anna.
Okay.
It's Netflix, right? It's
yeah,
Netflix.
I watched the first episode of that and I couldn't get into it.
Same happened to me. I first watched first episode and then I'm okay, not for me. And then just my friend on the back started to watch that and kept watching. I'm okay, and kind of got interesting. And I believe I watched first episode and that's last 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
So skipped a few, but still got what it's about. But I really liked Tinder Swindler.
I watched that too. That was probably one of the last things I watched on there. Yeah, that
My
guy.
enemy is after me.
Sorry?
My enemy is after me.
Yeah.
Send me your bitcoins, guys.
It was funny. My girlfriend, I was paying for something and I guess I forgot my card.
Yeah.
And then I sent her that text. I was like, babe, can you send me some money? My enemies are after me.
It's funny.
She was laughing.
It's actually really funny. And while we're talking here, look, guys, Tesla broke that, got out of this side moves, broke to the upside. Now touched that 1034. Again, I am feeling a very hard FOMO. But I will try to conquer that, not get into the trade because, guys, my price for entrance was 1001. that's where I wanted to get in. But again, I had some not enough buying power. I couldn't get in. We now fixed it, but I don't want to jump into this Tesla train. I better get better understanding of this level and get prepared for tomorrow day, and as tomorrow earnings and the results will be so tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right?
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Tomorrow,
Yeah.
Wednesday, Tesla gonna report. It's gonna be interesting day, and then Thursday, when results come out, also will be a very important day. So I think today, this week, dedicated to Tesla, in my opinion.
Yeah, like we've seen this before, right? Like
Yeah.
Tesla kind of run up into earnings and gives that kind of
Yes.
bull run, right? So it's no surprise that, you know, this week there's some buyers are stepping in and we're kind of getting that little mini bull run into earnings. But again, you know, it's risky to hold positions in the earnings. So, you know, just let the report come
True.
out and see how it's going to play
Yeah.
out Thursday morning.
Absolutely, that's true. Kevin Scorza says Roku is 1018 right now. So, Ian, do you want to pull up that Roku?
Yeah, we were looking at it earlier. Looks like breaking that 118. Let's bring up the 5-minute here. Parabolic move. Just absolutely crazy to the upside. You can't really chase this, right? So again, what we were talking about earlier, you got to go off levels to get long off, right? If you're just kind of longing here, Valeria mentioned FOMO. FOMO is like a day trader's like worst nightmare, or you know, it's the biggest negative thing for a day trader, right? So when you're buying here, what do you think's gonna happen? It's gonna start pulling back, right? So you kind of have to be patient with it. Wait for a level to come in, you know, 115, 113, see for that level to hold, and then, you know, make a decision then.
That's right. Let's see what people also talk about. Some great names. B the third, Miss V impresses me every day. Oh, thank you. I hope in a good way I'm impressing you. But guys, thank you so much. I see like all the kind comments from you, and we appreciate your support so much, and I'm super glad that you can meet more people on Trader TV Live behalf, including Ian, Luca, Tony, Brandon. We will meet more traders, and again, if you're in Toronto, if you would love to join our trading floor, once again I will share like the Gmail where you can send your cover letter, your resume, and join this beautiful trading family. And meanwhile, as I mentioned that, like regularly I do this segment, so I want to do it now with you, Ian, to show you guys the top 10 traders for today, but it's not going to be for today, for yesterday.
I always love seeing this. It gives us like something to shoot for.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
goals to shoot for.
That's honestly my favorite segment, especially when someone making 400,000 on the day, you know. I'm like, yeah, nice.
One day.
Prado always says, oh, it's me. So here we go, guys. Yesterday, someone made 23,500 trading Amex Nasdaq. On the second place, 19,420 trading American and Canadian markets. Third place, 17,500 trading American markets. And fifth place, also we have 6,000 profit on American markets, and also someone was trading OTC markets. We do not see European markets in here because Europe was closed Friday and Monday, and they opened today. Not really in a good territory. European markets open negative and closed negative, so we can even check right now how did Europe close, guys. And yes, I would say Italy is at the bottom, down more than 1%. Other than that, France also is down 0.74%. The rest, like England, Germany, Spain, are pretty in the negative territory, but pretty much flat. Like Spain is down 0.02%. Have you ever traded European markets, actually?
No, actually, no, I haven't. Just because we don't really have too much information on it, right? So obviously we have all the information in the world related to our markets over here, but you know, I don't like to trade like kind of blind. So there you're just kind of trading off pure like levels and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
And also there's not too much volume, right? So
yeah,
when you're used to like the volatility in our markets, it's completely different world when you go over there, right?
Right.
I saw Dominic Famolero.
Oh,
Whereas Ian in that top 10? Yeah, not there yet, but you know, I just started at the firm 2 months ago, right? So you can't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. That's for sure. Let's get some more tickers, guys. What else do you guys want to talk about?
Yes, indeed. So LGVN, someone brought it up. I know that like we used to talk about that longer VERU. I don't know if it's even doing anything right now.
Yeah,
Low
LGVN.
volume.
Yeah, strong move again today. But yeah, look at this 1040 holding up. 1040 over here on April 12th. April 14th, 12 or 1040, and then look here, 1040 again, right? So this is why zooming out is so important, and then looking at these levels on the daily, right? So it not only does it give you a good entry point, but today you could, if you had the long early, it gives you the good exit point, right? So, you know, when in doubt, always zoom out and take your levels off the daily charts for sure. Someone asking about PLTR. PLTR hasn't been in play for a long time, but again, just making a strong move with the market again. Tech and NASDAQ stocks kind of all moving up today. Another parabolic move. Again, if you're not in this now, you're chasing. So just be patient with it.
Yeah, I'm looking what else chat is talking about this time. Chewy. I saw actually in the morning someone was really want to talk about Chewy. So I see another person interested. So CHWY on New York, I believe. Let's see what Chewy is doing. We are up almost 7% on the day. We were at 42.51, then give up just a little bit until here. Now trying to go back higher. Actually, great move for Chewy to the upside, and I wonder if there is any catalyst for Chewy to go so high. So let's see if we have any news on that name. Chewy, show me news. Don't be like that. But we have 1.400 million volume, and no, I don't see any news on Chewy. The only
it's funny how a lot of charts look the same on days like today, right? When the market kind of just rips up, all the charts look the same.
Maybe just like overall market.
Yeah, a lot of things just move in sympathy with the market, right? So when the market's just been kind of beaten down so much, excuse me, when there's a strong move and a lot of buyers step in, like on days like today, things that are beaten down just kind of move in sympathy, right? So if we're looking at the futures, again, let's zoom out a bit. This is a 3-minute chart. So if we're looking at like overnight, this is what I was talking about earlier. So this 4505 area was holding overnight, right? And yesterday we got that crazy move. And then Luca was mentioning this, and he's never seen this before, a W move like this on the futures. Look at that. That's insane. Yeah, the W, right? And then overnight it holds this resistance area 4405, right? And then today, what happens? Breaks out. Look at this strong breakout, right? All this buying comes in, and it's just a parabolic move, right? So longs definitely the winner for today.
Yeah, perfect day for long trades. And we've got a super chat here, Ian, from Joe H.
Please check out Sky H or SKYH. Thank you so much, Joe. Let's take a look.
10 million free float on that name.
Yeah, so like a lower float stock, making a move today, breaking above this 7. I want to actually look at the daily here because I like to see like the bigger story here. So again, holding these lows. So if you got in, it is a good time to kind of like look at it again. Consider looking at it again for the long, for like a longer swing play maybe, or a longer term hold. I'm not too familiar with this Sky Harbor Group Corporation, but it looks like these were the lows, and look where it's turning around, right? It's turning around right in that low area again. So it's not like rocket science, right? So you just kind of look at levels and you make decisions off those, right? But to kind of expect to move back up to 44, it might be a stretch unless some serious catalyst comes out. Again, I'm not too familiar with this name.
We already 11:55, guys, and AL here on the chat ask guys, would you please analyze SoFi? We definitely can take a look at SoFi, and more than that, please don't forget to like this video. Thank you guys for watching. We're trying to do our best, so all of us are comfortable trading together, supporting each other and helping for sure. And 2,700 people are watching, and please smash that like button, so help us get 1K likes, as it's our tradition. Every day we do so. Brian James says, video your taco. Well, when Luca or Brendan will join us, we definitely will ask how the taco was.
Yeah. So I think Brandon's coming on in a few minutes. So we'll see. I'll get
you didn't have yours yet, right?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Yeah, no.
No, yeah. So we're excited. Sean's been talking about Taco Tuesday for like
and
2
so
weeks now.
It just it's in my head. So we were supposed to have it live, I think,
Yeah.
That would be better. All right.
Someone wanted to talk about AMC. I'll bring up that chart quickly here. AMC, it made this big move a few weeks ago in March, right? So, that's when it was like kind of in play again. All the meme names, GME was making a similar move, but this is just like weakness here. So it makes the big pop, and then there's just selling, right? So, for it to kind of make that big bounce, I think there needs to be like some sort of catalyst to push it up again. But pending a news story comes out or something like that, and it starts to break out again, then we're off to the races. I was always kind of looking at the 20 level on AMC, and it was holding over here, and that's where it kind of broke out. But below that, considerable weakness. So I want to see it show some strength above that for sure.
Someone brought DKNG DraftKings. I haven't heard about that name in ages. And also, actually, Dominic Famularo sent us a super chat saying, have you seen that? I'm wrong stock, SKYH, not the SYH stock you looked at.
I believe I looked at SKYH.
You did look at SKYH? I think so, no?
Yeah, this is SKYH. What did you say, SYH?
No, I think he thought we looked at SYH, but the name is SK.
No, yeah. I was looking at SKYH.
Yeah,
that was
so
the
we
one
were
that,
looking at the right one.
Yeah.
And thank you, Dominic, again for your super chats.
Is SEV going off again? Or let me look at it here. I see people talking about it here in the chat. Yeah, so this is interesting about halts as well, right? So if we're looking at the halt here, it halted here, and what's that like? Here, let me bring up this here, so it's a little bit easier. Like around like 725 is where it halted, right? So it's always important to note that level as like a key level. So you see here it halted to the upside, and then sold off right immediately, right? When it came back up to that level 725 again, it couldn't break it. Starts to sell off again, right? So we're now coming up to that point again. So I'm looking for it to kind of bounce off that once again, right? Unless it actually really shows a lot of volume, and then maybe there's going to be another halt or something like that.
Neo deep buy spot, Kevin is asking. We can definitely take a look at Neo, guys. Let's see what that one is doing. So Neo is on New York, I believe. That's right. So great volume on Neo again, and yes, great day. And as Ian said earlier, we're just having positive day overall, and as you said, I see like a familiar pattern on many names, and here we go with Neo also. Like right at the open, we dipped a little bit and then never got back down, just moving higher and higher. We 3.21% up on the day, and I want to take a look for levels at Neo, so maybe we have a clear picture of potential movement. So we are here right now at 1977 Neo is, but I can see some level all the way into 19.99. So looks like we have potential to go to that 19.99. I'm not sure if we're gonna break that $20 today, but anyways, moving higher, and I see more room for Neo to go higher, few cents more for sure. High of the day is actually 19.89. So looks like we can get into there. And I really wanted to check Tesla real quick if we're in the moon yet or not. A little bit went lower, 10.28 right now. High of the day 10.34. There is a level in there. So let's see. Anyways, even if it doesn't break the 1034 to the upside, great, wonderful day for Tesla, and I hope it will close in this area, won't go really lower. So tomorrow, it will start spiking out of this 1030 level, and hopefully soon we'll see 1,200 in Tesla. And talking about the chat, people can hold talk about Virgin Galactic, SPCE.
SPCE.
Yeah.
Let's bring that up. It hasn't been in play for a long time.
I know, right?
These space plays, they were super hype for a little bit there, and you look at these moves last year, right? Just incredible moves. And I remember when they were kind of going off and trading them at the time. But now we're kind of at the lows, right? So the $7, I remember Neil talking about $7 a lot. So it bounced off there. But again, just making a strong move today, just kind of in sympathy with the rest of the market. I don't believe there's any news with SBC, is there? I don't think so. But strong move again today. I wanted to touch back on NEO actually, and just because NEO used to be like one of my favorite stocks to trade all the time, but if we look at the charts here, it's always kind of like a similar pattern with NEO, and I know Luca talks about this a lot. It's like the dip and rip with NEO, right? So look at here, dips and then rips up, and then we're looking at this like 1930 level, does it again. Brandon's gonna come on here in a bit after I finish talking about this, but and then same thing here, dips below 1850, and then rips up, but again, that $20 level is for sure an important level on NEO for sure, like Valeria mentioned.
That's great. And Dominic says me to check my messages. Let's see. Sky Harbor switch is Yellowstone acquisition. Oh, so yes. So SYH, right? Dominic, let us know. Let's take a look at SYH then. If it's SYH, sure it's not in New York. Maybe on its AM. New York, none of those work, so I will go through your messages again later to make sure.
I think it might have been AM. SYH, I'm not too sure though.
Yeah. Let's see. And somehow it doesn't pulling it up in here, but I believe an icon. I saw that SYH, Sky Harbor Resources. Yeah, so since we will check it out. No, it's SKYH. So SKYH, guys, I believe we did check it out, but we can do it one more time. So again, I believe we were talking about that one. We should mention also, I believe that the volume is low on that name. So 70,000 volume, guys. Yes, we got this finally. Thank you. It's SKYHK. Yes, volume only 70,000, but we up 5% on the day. So yeah, I mean, with this amount of volume, kind of, it's not even moving, like level 2 not even moving, and the chart. But if you guys were able to make money on that name, congratulations to you. It's all what matters. Someone says futures dropping. Well, QQQ went a little bit to the downside, but not critically. We're still up 1.85%. I love to see that, and more chances to stocks to go higher today. Okay, let's see more names. NVDA reaching critical resistance. Did we talk about AMD, right?
Yeah, we talked about AMD earlier. I think Brandon's gonna hop on here, so
let's do this.
He's itching to come on and talk to you guys. He misses the show a lot, so
yeah. So
thanks guys for having me.
So much.
Brandon and Luca are gonna share their insights, and good luck the rest of the day trading, guys.
Thank you, Ian. It was so great having you on the show. It was first time we were co-hosting with Ian, and here's someone with who we already had that experience. Brandon.
How's it going, everyone?
Hopefully,
hi, Miss V. I hope everyone's having a good trading day. Just give me a moment to set up, and then we'll get going.
Absolutely. So we actually have, you remember from yesterday, the viewer who is doing animations.
Oh, we have a new animation.
We have new animations. I haven't seen them yet, but I definitely will show it to you guys. And yeah, let's see. New ag, Ian was covering that one. SK by H, yes, there is no volume, guys. I mean, again, if you can make money on that one, congratulations. But for me and for majority of traders, I believe it is important. Valeria is loud. Sorry, Dominic. I'm not trying to. I believe in the morning, you guys were saying that my volume is too low, so they brought it up. But if anyone else feel like I'm too loud, let me know. We will fix it right away. And yeah, here's KS Beats, the one who making animation. My favorite, Mr. Karen. Possible movement in win stocks or massive drops. Planning short for me. Look at Tilray. We definitely can take a look at Tilray, and actually it will be super cool to see if Tilray and the rest of wheat sector will spike on 420, which is tomorrow. So let's see TLRY on. I believe Tilray is on New York. No. Nasdaq. Here we go. 9 million volume, which is good for Tilray. And again, we're also trading higher with the rest of the market. QQQ up almost 2% today. 2.79% up for Tilray. It's nice jump. And I want to take a look real quick on higher time frame on Tilray, also to see some potential levels for that name. We actually have more room for Tilray to go higher, and would be nice. It's crazy to see that at some point we were like $9, now we're $5. We're actually right here. So for today I can see easily room to 5.94, and we're at 589, and actually 591 is high of the day for Tilray today. We're good, Brandon?
1 sec, yeah.
Sure,
We're
no
getting
worries. Sure, no worries. We're just super excited to hear what you were trading today. Hopefully you were trading Tesla long.
I didn't trade Tesla today. I honestly, I've been laying off a lot of momentum names and kind of taking it easy for now, but maybe midday with you guys, I'll get into some trades. And yeah, just keep throwing out tickers. Pratt is just talking to me over the interwebs right now, so
yeah, say hi to Brad.
yeah, everyone say hi to Pratt. He's with us in spirit today, that's for sure.
Oh, sounds like
so yeah, he's just setting his computer up for me, and then I'll be ready to go. So a few more minutes.
Looks very scary that your charts again disappeared.
Yeah.
Anyways, Pratt's computer is super weird. Tyron is here, and SoFi, please. I believe we just covered SoFi, but we can always bring SoFi back and take a look at that one. SoFi, we are having 19 million volume, 5.58% to the upside.
Okay, thanks, Brad.
And yeah, you're good.
I think so, yeah.
So yeah, guys, like markets are positive in general today. So we don't even need, as Ian said before, we don't even need catalyst on most of them to go higher. Here he is.
Okay.
The legend, the myth. With Brendan.
Me? No, maybe legend in training, but not as of yet. What are we talking about today? Sorry, I'm just kind of all over the place right now. Is there any like stocks that people are kind of into today?
SEV, new high of the day. People say SEV has a nice jump to the upside, so we can definitely take that Sono group. And
Shop? Someone's asking for Shop. Should I just take over?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe I needed more coffee this morning. I'm kind of a little dazed. Yeah, so Shop is kind of a stock that I wouldn't say is really easy to day trade. So we're looking at a minute chart right now. It looks like it's ripping up 5.5% almost today. I'm assuming that it's been beaten down with most of like the high tech names. So if we go maybe to a daily, yeah, so.
Absolutely.
So if you're looking at Shopify as a trade, it's kind of bounced off this low here around 500 and working its way back up to the 750 range. So as a day trade, I'd probably stay away right now as an investment if you like Shopify's business model, and I would say it's probably a good entry right now. Okay, anything else? Uber going? Okay, we could go to Uber. Uber also up 5% today, so it looks like everything is ripping with the market today. Market is almost at 1.5%. So yeah, Uber, let's see, maybe there's some good trades right now for Uber. Looks like it's just been going up all day, and we're going to a day high around 33.50. I don't see a trade right now personally on Uber.
I can see that SoFi is trying to go higher a little bit. And also, guys, I was just talking with Tony. If you want Tony to show up, he said he doesn't have time for a long meeting, but he just want to come say hi to you, maybe share one of his stories. Smash the like button, and we will see, depending on the like amount, we decide Tony will jump in here or not. And I know you like this guy. Maybe you can ask him about his imaginary wife, how's he doing. So yes, please bring that likes to the upside, so the Tony Tiger, Pepperoni, and the legend will come join us.
Yeah, guys, thumbs up for Tony. He's a legend.
Right.
He's a true legend.
He's a legend.
Okay, so I saw someone mention AMD. Yeah, that's something I'm pretty sure Ian was looking at today. Testing back at 96. We'll see here. Market seems to be holding steady above that 44.40 level. So if we could kind of bounce off there and retest day highs, and all these stocks are gonna bounce along with the market. So hopefully. I would say that's kind of a risky entry now to get in around 96. If you're looking long, I would look maybe more closer to VWAP for better R2R.
Parad in the chat asked what your hoodie says.
What my hoodie says?
It's written something.
I think this is the company Neighborhood, and then it's a collab with Converse.
Cool.
Ooh, a little swag
Fashion. And Deborah Thompson says, hit the likes. Thank you, Deborah, for your help. Yes, guys, indeed. Please smash the like button. It's absolutely free. And let's look up for more names, some great movers. Actually, again, I know a few people were asking what news source we use. We use Icon Terminal. I know, guys, a lot of you use Bloomberg. I also heard it's a very good one. But here we can go and check. We love volume, right? So day traders, we really love volume, a lot of volume. And here we can see most active volume. The leader is TBLT. 147 million volume, 59% to the upside. And we have news. I were mentioning that name before, that the company reported higher than expected revenue. We have STSS, Elizabeth, and many of others of you guys were bringing up that name, which also doing great, and we have that on our watch list. ATER, the one we didn't really talk about today, it does has good volume, but we're actually down 1.83% on the day. And I wonder if we have it on the bottom performers. We don't have ATR in here, but so it's not that bad, but we're down on the name. And maybe, Brendan, you want to take a look at ATER?
Yeah, ATR, no problem, my pleasure. All right, what's going on with ATER today? Looks like it's down 4%, so for anyone holding it long term, that's not a good sign. We'll see. Let's go to a higher time frame. What's going on with this stock? I don't know it too well. Wow, ripped. Okay, so it looks like early this month it was around $2.5, and now we're heading back up to $6. If we zoom out a bit more, looks like there's going to be a lot of resistance. Yeah, it kind of hit this resistance level around 7.5. So if we break through that, maybe we can make another run up. And as you can see here you guys can't see the bottom right. I always forget. Okay, as you can see here, like this volume on the daily chart is picking up. So as long as you keep seeing these candles getting bigger and bigger and bigger and continue this volume, this stock has more room to run. Because as you could see, when it was doing nothing in this area on the daily, so between January and March, absolutely no volume. But as soon as April hit, volume. So I don't know if there's any specific news for ATR or it's just ripping because people decided to start buying it again. But
yeah, there is no news on that one, but again, like markets are higher today, right? And I remember it was like a runner recent.
yeah. So it sometimes it's that simple. Like volume comes into the stock and people start pumping it. I don't know, on stock twits or in general, and you could be in it as long as that volume stays there. When that volume starts to evaporate, then it's a good sign that it's gonna go back. It's gonna go down.
Yeah, let's see free float on that one. Ethereum. Ethereum is 56 million free float. 15%. Short interest.
Yeah. Did we talk about Twitter today?
We did, but we're also always good to talk about
Yeah,
Twitter.
Twitter. It's Twitter trading 52 million shares today. Kind of really choppy. I would say this is a type of chart that I wouldn't want to trade, and that's probably why I stayed away from it today. If you picked out that 48 level, that's been a key level since all of this Elon Musk news. Short off it was great. I wasn't part of it today, but definitely something to like keep a note in the journal. Like this 48 level seems to be important. And look, as soon as it got past 48 today, we've kind of been hovering above it. So that might be a good long above 48 if the market stays strong. And yeah, now we're going to retest maybe day highs. So 48, I think, is a key level for Twitter and something to keep in mind for sure.
Yeah, that's right. So Mr. Karen says Tesla testing market shallow. Also, Mr. Karen mentioned that SoFi, that might be good play on SoFi. SoFi indeed doing great, going higher and higher. And I don't remember if we took a look at SoFi higher time frame. I am not sure where is my trading view. Anyways, I will open. Oh, here it is. So let's see SoFi if we have more room to go. But again, hopefully, yes. So guys, we're here in this level 7.55. So we have some support in this 7.62. So we still have some room for SoFi to go higher. Again, I just hope that just like it became a little bit like slow on the market because it's not that much volume during the lunchtime. But hopefully when volume comes during power hour and after the lunch, all this move will double. I would love to see that to go to the moon. And I don't know if did we talk about Tesla even today?
I didn't talk about Tesla.
You didn't talk about
okay,
Tesla,
fine,
but you're also a Tesla trader. What a crazy jump to the upside.
Yeah,
Not
wow,
crazy.
Tesla above 1025 right now. Where were we? Yeah, so 1,000 is a level I love in Tesla, and it looks like that would have been a great level today to go long off of. Yeah, it looks like it bounced off it off the open a few times and then just didn't look back. So that's always a key level for me is 1,000. In terms of right now, I guess like Tesla to the moon, and it's not looking back. But in a trade, I probably would stay away until we kind of retest those day highs and maybe look to short it.
Yeah, and are you excited into earnings? Do you plan any trades on earnings, or we'll see on the like after results come on the given day?
It's after hours, right?
For 10.
After hours is tough. Like I don't really have a specific setup for earnings after hours, so I'll probably be a spectator. But I'm pretty sure back in when was it, January, February, like Amazon did some crazy stuff after hours, and Google did some crazy stuff after hours. So maybe maybe there might be a really good opportunity for Tesla after hours. But as of right now, I'm probably just a spectator.
Yeah, it's a great plan, great idea. And again, I saw in situations sometimes company reports pretty solid and good earnings, but it doesn't, prevent it from going lower. So don't be blindly kind of biased on that long, so let's see what will happen. But guys, we also have educational video on how to play earnings season, and I will find and send it to you right now. Make sure you watch it. Maybe you will find out something new for yourself from that video. And we also have Netflix earnings coming up after market today, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So tomorrow will be definitely interesting name to keep an eye on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure last earnings Netflix tanked after hours. And
yeah, I think
right?
Ian brought it, and I
Yeah.
forgot, but then I memorized, and it was weird because I think it was the time when they everyone was talking about that Squid Games,
Yeah.
and like I thought it will go like to the moon, and then like it went lower, and everyone was like, "Wow, yeah, you remember it was a crazy
Yeah.
drop to the downside for Netflix." I remember.
I
yeah.
think that was one of the first stocks to really start hitting like lows, and then the whole market kind of dropped following that
Yeah.
earnings season.
Yeah.
So we'll see, like earnings season.
Exciting, you're
Earnings season's
right.
really exciting. If earnings come out great, then the market might rally with it. But if all these companies start coming out with really bad earnings, then we might be going back to lows.
I want to give a big shout out to Prad, who's now entertaining people on the chat. Thank you, Prad. We love you. Get well and come back soon. Even on the chat, Prad. What? Oh my god, I hope you did.
Yeah, I see. That's
Anyways, I just wanted to maybe show to you also, Brandon. Not sure if you're aware, guys. Talking about that earnings video, we have another channel, Market Wisdom by TraderTV.Live. We do not post on this channel anymore, but tons of helpful videos are stored in here. So basically, if you type "ooh la la," guess who I see moving towards my direction? Tony the Tiger. So
Ooh.
yeah, guys, Tony will jump on for 5 minutes, and just real quick we'll show. Basically, so you would put in here earnings. So you would put earnings. Here we go. Earnings season, how to break down reports. Earnings season, how to trade. I will send you one of these videos. Make sure you watch this and subscribe to that channel also, guys.
A lot of good stuff on that channel. I actually I watch all the videos. Very helpful. You're gonna learn a lot, and I definitely recommend it.
Yeah, thank you. And I'll send you the link. Just come follow, guys. And I just showed you the easy way to put in a search. Like everything will pop up. And again, like Tony just wanted to take like real quick 5 minutes to say thank you to his viewers. So if you don't mind, I will go real quick and just literally like 3-5 minutes. Sure, I'll be quick. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll switch for you. I'll leave.
Tony, they're all yours.
All mine. Jeez, thanks for passing it over. Appreciate it. Hey everyone, so nice to be back. Ooh, it's a nice chair over here. I'm moving all over the place. It's great to be here for a while. I just want to say thank you to all you guys. I'm reading the chat over there in the back. My full-time job is not here being on a show, so I gotta start working on my spreadsheets a little bit. So you won't see me here too often, but I just want to say a big shout out to our man Ian here earlier on the show. Big shout out to Brandon here, and we're gonna have some amazing content coming up with Luca, and I know Justin's going to be on here a bit later at 1 o'clock for a massive interview, so that's going to be exciting. Massive movers on today's show, I see that. So, I just want to say it's great to be back. And one thing I really noticed kind of was like, it's a great job, but you get tired after a day of talking on it. I have no idea how Pratt does it, but I so much more respect to everybody on the show full time here, because my diaphragm, I'm kind of out. Like after Thursday's show, I was like dying over there. So, how are your trades been doing today, Brandon?
Yeah, so kind of some trades in the background. I've been doing okay today. Nothing to complain about. And I'm hoping maybe to catch a good trade during the show right now. Yeah, Tony, they love you, eh?
No, the chat's too kind to me, but I've been reading comments. You guys are great. Ace, I'm seeing you as well. I'll do more research on Upstart. I promise. Sorry for bashing that stock.
Tony. Someone said that they want you to comb your hair, and I'm like,
my hair. Jeez,
Tony's hair is magnificent. Let's not play around with Tony's hair. That's what makes him so special.
Guys, I don't know if I'm gonna. I'm too cheap to get a haircut. All my
look at the flow.
My haircut money's going into more crafty biotechs. That's a whole 3 shares of CRTX I could be buying. Why would I be getting a haircut? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I get it?
That's hilarious.
So, but I've been reading a lot of the chat. Thank you all for the support. And thank you to everyone that's been on these days. We're hoping to have Prad back really, really soon, but no rush to come back. Prad, hope you're feeling better. But it's just amazing how I think I had so many people volunteer to come up and everything. I know it's no easy job. I was really scared, I think, the first day, but no, thank you guys for all the support. Made everything really easy for me, very enjoyable. So, you know, just want to say a big thank you for all that. Markets today look like we're coming back really, really big. I don't have really many charts pulled up here. If you don't mind, I'll pull it to you real quick. Get show everybody your charts. Looks like we're up like 2% on the NASDAQ.
Yeah, market's ripping today, 1.87 on the NASDAQ and around 1.4 on the ES. I don't know if this is like people preparing their positions ahead of earnings for some of the bigger names that are going to come out. So are people buying up stocks that they think are going to have good earnings and that are going to pop? Or is this kind of just like everyone hedging for a different move? So it's going to be interesting. These next couple of weeks should be a lot of fun, and I'm hoping for some good trades for you guys. In terms of stocks, what do you guys want to look at? I got more entitlements thanks to you guys, so shout out to the entitlement gang.
So is it,
What?
oh, we're taking a look at some of your stocks here. Sorry.
Yeah, you could go to the screen. It's fine.
Awesome. I was sorry, I'm still zoned out a little bit here. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Why?
But,
Why are you zoned out, Tony? What did you do last? Were you working?
No, I wasn't working last night, but no, this next few days I think I will be. It's going to be exciting for me at the Rogers Center. If you guys are there, stop by. I'll pour you a tall one. You know Tony the bartender. That's me. But someone's been asking me what long place they've been looking at. I want to give a big shout out to ATR. You don't need to be seeing my face, but I don't have charts put up over here. Maybe we'll pass it to your charts if that's
so
all right.
Someone mentioned Siren. I'm not too familiar with this stock.
Oh yeah, this is a cybersecurity company. I recall it's massive play with the cyber attacks or something we've been seeing a month prior and all that. I think the government in states over have been talking about upping their defenses. So Siren, is that still moving today?
Yeah, it looks like it's up 20% today. So whoever's a holder of Siren's having a great day. Wow, it looks like it's been pretty choppy on the dailies, but it looks like it's making another run up towards this 6.5 level.
6.5. Wow.
Yeah. So let's see if we could keep pushing our way to there. In terms of a daily intra-trade, right now we're hovering around VWAP. And, you know, like my setups for these small caps are pretty simple. You find a kind of a level that you like and want to play off of. And when volume starts to pick back up, it'll probably go back to day's high. So maybe to that level today is around 315.3. But I wouldn't be buying here so close to VWAP after a very extended run. Probably looking for more shorts up top or find a level lower down to go long. Nothing as of yet.
Fantastic analysis. I see Valera's back here, so passing it back to her. I saw one person, I believe Deborah, asking me, am I actually a bartender? I'm trying to be. I'm in training. I've been pouring only like vodka sodas and like vodka ginger ales essentially, but I'm trying to be, just to answer your question here. Thanks everybody for the support. Passing it back to Valera. We're gonna have Justin on later. We're gonna have Luke on later. It's gonna be exciting. See you guys. Take care.
Bye, Tony. Thanks for coming on. Oh, that's always a great drink.
I can teach you Moscow Mule. Yeah? Good time. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, guys. Sorry, not Tony anymore. It's me. Please don't hate on me. Hopefully we'll see more Tony. But as Tony mentioned, he has other stuff to do, and we will let him to do so.
Busy guy.
Huh?
Busy guy.
Oh, very busy guy. Hopefully he'll find time today to ring the closing bell with me, and hopefully soon we will make a TikTok video featured with Tony and Miss V. And yes, guys, let's go back to markets. Money V back with the green. Yes, guys, I love wearing green. Well, it's actually green day. So yesterday I was wearing all black. We were red. Today I'm green. We're green. So let's go.
Someone back test that right now.
Yeah.
I want someone to back test Valeria wearing a green shirt.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow, guys, write your request. People say actually like, can Valeria wear red one day to see if it works? And I'm also like, no.
Yeah.
Valeria
Come on. We don't want that.
wear red.
All right, I pulled up Plug Power here. Someone mentioned it in the chat. That's always a fast-moving stock. Looks like with the market, it's ripping up almost 10% today, heading back down to 28 now. So yeah, guys, this is kind of the time of day where everything slows down. We had a huge huge extended move in the morning to get us up to the 1.5% that we almost got to. So now it's slowing down. We're getting into this chop zone where it's hovering around 44.40 and 44.50. So kind of stocks are doing similar things, right? The market is reacting to what the stocks are doing. So stocks are being choppy, market's being choppy. So if you're in a position and you like your position, you got to manage it. But if you're not in a position, that doesn't mean you have to start pressing buttons and getting into a bad spot. So be calm, find your levels, and you know, like I always say, not trading is trading. Like not making a decision and not doing anything is making a decision. So right now I think the market's a bit choppy, not too much to get involved in, but hopefully soon we get some news or some action that we could hop on.
Yes, now looking for more names, guys, on the chat. Thank you again, everyone, for kind words for all of us. You're just the best. We're just so blessed with having this community, and this is crazy. We started like 2 years ago around, and we already almost 300,000 subscribers. We need 9,000 subs more, just 9,000, guys. Might sound a lot, but we're now 291K, and maybe when we hit that 300,000 subscribers, we'll be able to have Moscow Mule all together and here to celebrate that. And again, if you're looking for subscribe button, it's our homepage. Here you can see subscribe button. I am subscribed, obviously. Imagine I wouldn't. Oh my God,
yeah.
That would be bad. And also join button next and here in case you really find us helpful, you want to support show even more, you can become a member. It's $5 per month. Your name will be in green. Mike Crehan is a very great example in here. Also, you have TraderTV.Live custom badges next to your name, which update with more month you're with us a member. And you have TraderTV.Live emojis. So yes, guys, thank you so much everyone who joined the green side. I see here like the last is Plug Elizabeth bringing to us. We were talking with Ian about Plug, but I'm not sure if you're aware of that name, Plug Power.
Yeah, I talked about it a bit. We could go back to it. Yeah, it looks like Plug ran almost 10% today. It's in the middle of my screen here, hovering around $28. But like I was saying, it's kind of being choppy right now. I don't know if there's a really good time right now to get in it, but if I were a betting man, which I'm not, I would say that I would probably continue its rise back up to day highs. But as of right now, I wouldn't get involved and kind of wait for the market to make a decision, because the market hasn't made a decision on where it wants to go for the rest of the day. So kind of just being calm and waiting for the market to make a decision for us.
Someone brought DraftKings.
Sure.
Yeah, so we were again up on the day with the rest on the market, gave up a little bit. And
yeah, I have DraftKings up here. Yeah, everything ripping today. So hopefully you guys got in some longs early and held throughout the day. You know, Diamond Hands some really good stocks today. I'm assuming like the gaming sector in general right now, like gambling sector, is so overcrowded. So there's going to be a lot of these stocks that are not going to perform well. And it looks like DraftKings, one of them, getting absolutely demolished from $64 all the way down to $17. So think how like all the commercials you're watching when you're watching sports, there's so many different gambling websites popping up. So it's going to be hard to pick a winner. Maybe if there's an ETF, you could get involved in that. But right now, I feel like if you're stock picking individual gambling names, you're going to have a tough time, because I know there's like a Penn, then, you know, MGM, all the actual casinos are probably going to start popping out with these different apps. So if you're an investor in gambling, I would say you might have a better luck actually gambling on the game than maybe on the stock. I don't know if that was a little too harsh, but
no, it was perfect. Baba struggling, Ruben 2002 saying. Let's take a look at Baba. I didn't really see that name yet today, but will be interesting if on such a green day Baba will be in negative territory. Let's see, Baba. We are actually indeed down 1.53% on Alibaba, and I wonder if it's a Chinese sector thing. So let's take a look at Didi. Maybe Didi will reply. No, Didi actually up more than 3%, but these charts look so weird to me, so I want to go away from Didi and go back to Baba. Yeah, I mean, we are above VWAP, but down on the day.
I could talk about Baba.
Yeah,
a bit.
absolutely.
I'm a resident bag holder of Baba. Hopefully you guys
Nice.
aren't as much as I am. So when Baba was ripping a few weeks ago, I thought it was going to hold at 100 level, and unfortunately it didn't, and now we're back here into the lower 90s. In terms of, yeah, like a day trade, look, like this is just showing how weak these Chinese names are right now, and maybe it's not really the best time to be buying these names, because look, market is up almost 1.5% today, but these names are only down 1.5%. I'm pretty sure yesterday it was much worse. So these Chinese names still looking weak, and tough to be an investor right now. Hopefully some good news comes out from these names soon, but as of right now, I'd probably stay away from Baba. And then in terms of a day trade here, looks like with everything else, market ripped in the morning, and now we're chopping around these levels. So hopefully market makes a decision. We can maybe, if it's to the downside, I would say probably look at these names for a short, maybe around 93, maybe under VWAP. But as of right now, market's kind of chopping around, so nothing I see for a day trade. But definitely, if market is dipping, I'd look for a short in one of these Chinese names.
Someone actually brought ruble in there, some currency, and actually it is definitely crazy, guys. As you can see, here is the start when ruble went crazy like this, like it's USD towards dollar. So USD towards dollar went like crazy to all-time highs, and then it just faded all the way back to that territory. So yes, ruble doing some crazy stuff in here, and not only ruble, another one, Bitcoin, BTC USD, doing great. We are now above 41,000. We're at 41,500, 1.73% to the upside. So congrats to everyone who is. Oh, it was your screen all the time.
Oh.
Thank you for for bringing it up, Mookie Wilson. So yeah, I'll just quickly show you that ruble chart. Look crazy, guys. And yeah, BTC USD again above 41,500, and yeah, congratulations to everyone who is holding BTC. Wanted to go back to that. What we were $60 at some point, or not $60, 60,000 at some point. No, has been Bitcoin ever be 60? No, right? Or yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we were like in that 60,000 area, 64.400. I can see November 12, 2021. I would love to see Bitcoin in that area. Roku trailing from high of the day short time. Let's take a look at Roku real quick.
Okay, Roku. Wow, Roku up 8% today. Is there news on it today? Do you know?
On Roku?
Yeah. Definitely running. Let's go to a higher time frame so we get some more context on what this stock has done.
Rosenblatt Securities starts with buy rating, 188 target price.
What's the target, sorry?
So they raised target price to $188.
88, wow.
Yes, buy rating.
Wow, looked like this thing was up at 470 and then got absolutely smashed down to 117. So yeah, maybe a good little pickup for people on Roku right now. I think I have a Roku TV, or like that uses the Roku software.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's fine. I have no issues with it. I don't know about the actual business model of Roku, but it seems like their software is okay. I'm not sure how you guys feel about it. But yeah, like if this stock was highly valued around 470, now closing in on 117, and if big banks and funds are looking to buy it, maybe it's a good time to hop in. But I don't have it personally, but maybe now's a good time to start buying some Roku.
Thank you for bringing that up. And actually, we have Taco Tuesday today, and I can see Prad being super mad that exactly when finally it happened. Prad is not here. Sorry, Prad, if you want, I can save one for you. I'm not sure exactly when you're coming back and if it will be eatable still, but no worries. I still have some team beeps for Guide Lags. Those are 3 months old already. So did you try the taco?
Yeah, so I quickly grabbed a hard taco. It was good.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a taco fan.
No complaints.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I don't think it was like that special, but I enjoyed it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. I wonder if really a catering company actually listen to us. Maybe we can do requests now.
Wow.
Would be nice, right?
What would you request? What would be your first request?
I would request we do have spaghetti a lot.
Yeah, a lot of pasta.
Yeah, but I actually love pasta.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe pasta or more burgers.
The burgers, the sandwiches are always really good. Burgers are good. What don't we have?
Pizza always good also.
Pizza is good. One time I had a pizza and I had to pass out for 5 minutes. It was so thick. I went for a second slice and I was like, oh my God, too much pizza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, catering's good. No complaints. I've been enjoying having lunch here.
That's right. Sean sent on our chat taco tweet. Let's check it out. Guys, make sure you follow Sean. Oh la la, it's a whole video.
That was the tacos.
Nice. So Sean is going to prepare his taco. Wow, so many moves. Okay, there is no sound. And
tacos were good today. No complaints
nice.
here.
It's looking really good, so
I
you
have a
can build
question.
your own. Yep.
Are you a hard taco or soft taco person?
I will tell you, I ate taco one time in my life.
Really?
Yes, and I will go for soft.
Okay.
What
Get
about
this
you?
woman a soft taco stat.
Were you in the soft?
I'm a hard taco.
You hard
Actually,
taco.
I like hard taco. I don't know. I like
Crunchy?
crunch. Yes.
Yeah.
I really like a chip
Yeah.
or like an apple, like a crunchy apple. That's kind of my jam.
I see.
I like a good crunch.
Yeah, I go for soft taco. Should we do a poll? Here we go.
Harder versus soft taco?
Yeah.
That's a great
Let's
poll.
go. I'm going to create a poll right now. I love it. The playmaker asking one time, question mark. Yes, guys, I don't know. Somehow that happened. Maybe I should have more tacos. And someone says that SEV parabolic, not someone, but Elizabeth Goodyear. Let's take a look. SEV is definitely name of today. And we just keep going. 78% of the upside right now. We're still on 45 million volume on this name. So again, guys, if you caught that one at any of levels, you're in a great position. Great name overall. And let's see, guys, we will come back to tacos, no worries. But let's see stocks you're talking about right now, and you want to see SEV.
Oh wow, I see a good comment by Debs. Put the soft taco shell inside the hard taco shell and get the best of both worlds. Wow, I never even thought of that. I might do that next time around.
Our yours are the best.
Drop in knowledge. Drop in that taco knowledge.
Yeah, I'm creating a taco poll.
I think Luca is going to come on soon because I have to go help Greg with the meeting. Hopefully he comes back. Doesn't leave me here stranded.
You guys having a meeting every day?
No, we have meetings. So we have meetings with all the trainees and the recent grads on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And Greg, our risk manager, will usually tells us something he's been trading, something he's been looking at, or just general setups and
Cool.
knowledge. So today, I'm helping him with that meeting. So I'll be talking about a stock that I was trading and recorded, and we'll go through it in the meeting.
Yeah, that's very helpful. I wish I had time for that. And actually, I can see a few things in here. So first of all, KS Beat says Brandon animation time low. So looks like someone KS Beats created your animation. I will pull it up in a minute.
Okay.
And I see on our personal chat that Sean said some news. Elon Musk willing to invest from 10 to 15 billion on cash for Twitter Beat.
Wow.
So maybe while I'm loading that video, we can quickly go again to Twitter charts, counting you like that name, and I will bring that animation.
So yeah, so Elon dropping some news that stock rallied a bit, maybe off it, but not too much. So maybe it hasn't hit the wire, and Sean got some early news. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, so Twitter. Look, the only reason Twitter is up this high is because Elon Musk wants to buy it. So if that deal falls through, look for Twitter to head back down to, I don't know, 30s, 20s. I don't see it being up this high if that deal falls through. Yeah, look at that huge jump it made on that initial news from around 40 to 50. So yeah, look, I think it'll head back down to the 40s if it doesn't go through. And why wouldn't it go through? Like, Elon Musk is a great CEO. He's a great leader and a great thinker. So I think if he does buy Twitter, I think he'll be the best for that company and for people in general.
I like this. That C4 Kami says, lol, how professional they focus on stocks with all this taco salad going on in the chat. Wait, there is also taco salad?
Yeah, like, I guess you just put all that stuff in the salad.
And it's like
and it's a taco salad? Yeah.
I see. All right, you are team. Here we go. The poll should pop up in a second, guys. And here we go. Your team, hard taco, soft taco. I go for soft taco. I know. Hello. I vote for another one. And all right. Hopefully animation will pop now, guys. I will show you. I won't show you my downloads. So okay, here
I'm excited. This should be good.
Yes, me too.
Is it me getting run over by a Tesla?
I hope so. I mean, don't get me wrong. So it's loading right now.
No, this should be good.
And we're going. It's back. Come on. What?
You have to reverse.
Crazy. And this is Luca. Go long on coffee.
These are hilarious. Great job, KSP.
Oh my God. I really want to have that one. Look, this one.
I like how my hands are in my pocket. I'm so chill getting run over.
I don't like how I'm like smiling. Like, I'm running over people.
Oh my God,
wow, thank you so much.
You are a legend. Those are great.
KSBeat, you're great. Wow. Okay, talking about the poll, soft taco is winning.
Really?
Yep.
I wonder why. Oh, maybe because Miss V likes it.
Maybe. Trendsetter.
Trendsetter. There you go.
Okay, let's try to find, guys, actually names. So, I know only one name, Tesla, and let me bring that up again. I'm super sad that I'm not trading that name. I was telling you guys earlier that I wanted to get it at 1001. If I did so, would be a wonderful trade for me, but again, even I didn't so, we already were talking, I am having a very heavy FOMO, but I just won't, better for me would be just maybe look for other opportunities and for other names. That would be a good idea, not sitting and crying that I didn't get into Tesla trade. HPD asks, hungry for tacos now. I would be pleased to share my taco with you, if it sounds right even. Anyways, Husa, I see Husa here. On this, and on Icon, I saw that Husa is among worst performers today.
Wow.
Yesterday, Husa was running, I believe, and the rest of low float energy names. So looks like today they are fading, and maybe we can take a look at Husa. It's on Nasdaq, I believe, right?
AM.
AM?
Yeah, so I got the entitlement, so I could actually look at it now. Yeah, shout out to Greg for getting me those entitlements. Yeah, so this is I'm looking at a daily right now on Husa. Looks like it was up in that, wicked all the way up to 17, and has just been fading ever since. And over the last couple of days, looks like volume came in to pump it up from around 315 to all the way up to 575. But now we're heading back down. Yeah, with all these small cap names, it's all about the volume. When volume comes in, it's going to trade well and probably pump up. When volume dies down, like it did today, wow, only just under 2.5 million shares traded. It's going to be a fade. Looks like Luca's coming in soon, and then I'll head off. So I can't wait for him to see that animation. I think that's pure gold. Thank you again, KS Beats.
Yes,
we love it.
Thank you.
And then people were talking about SEV. Never heard of this stock. So once again, something else that's probably small cap and moving. Wow. I'm looking at a daily now. Earlier in November 2021, it was all the way up to 50. Then just absolutely got crushed down to around this $4 or $5 level, and looks like volume kind of picking up on it today, and people pumping it back up 82%. Wow. No clue if there's actually any news on it today, but wow, that's a move on SEV.
SEV?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were discussing that. I believe that one, Sono Group, I believe it doesn't have news, so it's that one. Real quick.
EV stock, Trader Pratt says. Okay.
So it's EV?
That's what I don't know if he's referencing. I think it is.
So Sono Group shares rise after company reports 2021 financial results.
Nice.
Maybe he's talking about HUSA, because it's getting confusing, like, you know. HUSA, Houston. No, HUSA is American Energy Corporation.
Yeah.
So,
That didn't sound good. All right.
Don't tell Prad.
Yeah. Oops. Computer just shuts down.
Right. Oh, it doesn't need to be touched to shut down. You see, sometimes like it randomly can turn off. So
yeah. Someone in the chat is saying yes, SEV is an EV stock. Okay, cool. So yeah, hopefully it's coming out with some cool cars. All right, I'm looking at Tesla, ready to get run over right now. Heading back up towards 1030. Market's still in this channel between 4440 and 4450. If we could go back to 4450 and break, we could be seeing some day high breaks that might be interesting. But as of right now, we're still kind of stuck in that channel.
Brandon, as we talk about Tesla, EV cars, and that Sonos Group, this is actually a car of them I found.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if those are sun panels that charge car.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. Like, imagine you don't even need like to charge your car. From the prettiness side, I wouldn't say that it's the most pretty car I saw, but from how useful is that, and how it's saving the ecology and your money in your pocket, it's great. This one looks a little bit better in my opinion, and I wonder.
Oh wow, yeah, I like that one better.
And I wonder if it's also solar panel, and that would be really nice.
Yeah, that's cool, and that back wheel looks like for aerodynamic. Yeah, I like that one better than the first one.
Yeah, that one.
All right,
definitely
Luca, you
better.
good to go? Yeah. All right, buddy. All right, guys, I'm gonna say bye for now, and hopefully Luca could take over and crush some trades for you guys.
Thank you, Brendan.
No
Thank
problem.
you, guys. And please, if you enjoyed our trades and talks with Brendan, smash the like button, support the trading community. And yeah, definitely thank you, guys. Luca will come now. We'll also show him his new animation. And of course, Luca will share if he traded anything today. We will make more chart reviews. So yes, his name is Luca. Brian James is asking. I just want to see what you guys think about the parts on Tesla for 850 with expiry 520. If you talk about expiry, I'm not sure if you're talking about options. We trade equities in here, stock shares. Also, some of our viewers trade futures, including Mr. Arun. Unfortunately, Neil is sick and Arun is instead of him, but this is great news. I know, guys, you like Arun. Wusta Luca, C4 Kami is saying, yeah, people are excited for Luca. Luca is logging in, gonna bring his chart up, and we will be good. Meanwhile, guys, I would love to review myself some names for you, so please bring them up. And Mando 420 is tomorrow, so I hope you're ready. sending thumbs to the upside. Yes, please make sure you like this video. Will be also great if we get that 1K likes today. Also, Twitter is going. Yes, Twitter is going today. Let's take a look. Twitter on New York. I'm so super excited to see me closing show if Sean was trading Twitter. I mean, he was, but any new trades? Yes, Twitter again trying to go. So I will just zoom into this. We went all the way to 48.44. Crazy. That's great stuff. And again, Sean brought some news on Twitter that Musk willing to invest from 10 billion to 15 billion own cash for Twitter bid. I don't know, will Twitter accept it or not, but those are great. Review Tesla for us, Queen. Thank you for calling me Queen. Tesla always. I think I always talk about Tesla, but if you ask, I can't say no for Tesla. We'll just put the right market for Tesla and we will good to go. So Tesla is now 1027. Still great area. High of the day 1035. And let's take a look at the higher time frame to see our Tesla. So I had SoFi in there, guys, and we will just put Tesla real quick. So yeah, we are here right now. As I was saying before, we have a level at around 1028. We broke it actually here. We went all the way to 1034, and as we went to 1034, like we have level here at 1036, but more room to go to 1040. Honestly, in my opinion, it's a great day and a great chance for Tesla to go to 1040 to break again the 1034 level and touch the 1040 level. We have room for that. And again, when more volume comes, when power hour is going to start, hopefully the move will go to the upside, not to the downside, but I don't see reasons for markets to go down. Looks strong to me today. QQQ up 1.84% right now, and at some point we were 2% to the upside, so hopefully we will hold that positivity. Elizabeth and Pratt talk about SEV in here, and 4K. What? Elizabeth made 4K. Wow, Elizabeth Goodyear made 4,000 today. Congratulations, fantastic job. And I assume one of the names you were trading is that SEV. This is great, guys. I love to see when you share your wins with us, when you share what stocks you were trading. It's absolutely amazing. That's why we're here. And even when you share your losses with us, we're always here to support you. Yes, that SCV, like, fantastic move to the upside. And I would love to hear, like, what are your levels? We were halted a few times, but overall, great move. And let's see if it's gonna continue reaping to the upside.
What's going on, everybody?
Oh, here he is.
I'm here, yes. Happy to be here. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. Congrats, Elizabeth, by the way. That's an amazing trade right there. I just did pull it up here, Sev. I want to take a look at this really quickly. Wow, look at this, eh? And Halt City, too. Oh, my God. Once these things get going, they just go. Do we know the float on this thing?
Let me check.
Probably low here. But, yeah, congrats on that one. And congrats on holding through the halt if you did. That's a great trade. That is an amazing trade. And I got the chat up here too today.
20 million.
Sorry?
20 million.
20 million? Oh, okay. That's pretty low, decently low. Not too bad. That's awesome. Yeah, I love when these halts start to get going. It's like you get this kind of pop up here and then opens higher and just goes, breaks back below. One of the things I note here, just kind of looking at this quick, is when it halts and then opens above that price, there might still be some size at the halt price. So take note of that. Take note of that. If you are in the halt or if you get long and it does halt, just keep that in mind. Keep in mind that, you know, that's the level in play. You could probably play off that level after the halt opens. In this case, it looks like it kind of dipped back below, but it didn't ever break that 6, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's clean trade. And that's awesome. Yeah, guys, I've been trading Twitter today, and or you know what? First and foremost, Miss V, how are you doing?
How are you doing today? Thank you for asking. You were trading Tesla?
Today, no. I think I may have left my glasses at home.
I see.
So I said to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna step away. No, but you know what? I think it gave a good opportunity off the 1,000 level
Yes.
this morning for the dip buy, but
Yes.
I wasn't loving it. There wasn't a lot of volume, and I was just a little bit worried about just liquidity there. So
Yeah.
I didn't step in.
I like that yesterday we were shorting it at approximately same level.
Yeah.
And today we both kind of do not trading that. But my thing was, I was trying to get it, as we just mentioned, at 1,000 level. I was trying to get it 1,001, like above that level.
Yeah.
But my buying power was not enough for that. Like that's how crazy that name is.
Well,
Yeah.
that's you can ask for more now.
I did.
You know?
I have more now. So here we go, Tesla. Tomorrow is my day, and I also was talking with guys, with Ian and Brandon, that like kind of that kind of what I was talking about with them about Tesla. Oh, that I have FOMO now. That like, but again, like I'm trying to sit on my arms because that was not my plan. My plan was 101, like 1,001. It didn't like work. My order didn't fill, and I'm trying myself to hold to not get into. But I mean, again, it's not even FOMO. Like if you find any other good levels, it's not a bad thing, right? If like one trade didn't work out for you, why to not look for other opportunities? Nothing bad in that. I wouldn't even say it's FOMO really. You know what I noticed? You have BMW cap and Ferrari jacket.
I do, and you know what I was gonna say. If Prad's watching right now, I think he is. He's gonna hate me for this, for coming on the show with this. But you know, I'm kind of cold. I was debating. I was like, maybe I won't put it on. Maybe I'll take the jacket off. But I just said, you know what? It's a little chilly, so I'm gonna keep it on.
All
But
right.
yeah, Prad. Hopefully, you know, if you're watching this right now, don't hate me too much.
Sure, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I say to myself, you know, I have this kind of superstition. You know, I make money, I got the hat on, so I say to myself, all right, this hat is staying on. And then the first day that I lose money, I'm like, you know what, I'm out of here. Like, I'll take this hat off. So, you know, if you guys see me without the hat on, maybe that's the reason. One of the other things I wanted to talk about today is, I don't know if anybody was trading Twitter today. Twitter is something interesting because, and I'm sure everybody spoke about this, that 48 level, right? I had the long above 48, but guys, Twitter is one of the most choppy things to trade, especially when a name like this does 100 mil. I think today it's at like 40 mil, 50 mil vols, so it's a little bit less. But when something like this does like 100 million, it's literally almost impossible to get good fills. You only get filled if you're going to get wrong, whether it be 4 cents, 5 cents out of the money, obviously unless you're crossing. But yeah, so this kind of popped, and that 48 level was clean again to the upside the first time that it did break. I think here it might have done 01, but that was, I think, I want to say that was a dark pool wick. So yeah, that 48 level was super clean. I wouldn't be surprised if we get to 50 on this. I mean, you know, I think Sean was mentioning like Elon might raise his offer. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens too. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm surprised that it's moving up. I wouldn't be surprised if we get to at least 52, 53 area. Obviously potential 50 test before the end of the week, but we'll see how that goes.
Absolutely. So I believe, Luca, we're gonna talk to Justin for a little bit now. And are you in any trades?
No, sure.
It's
you
good,
can.
but right after we finish, I would love you to come join me back because we didn't really have enough time with
Here
you
for
to
5
review.
minutes. Okay,
Yes,
guys, take care,
we want
eh?
we want more of you, more of you. So we will see what Justin will bring to us, and hopefully we'll jump back because
Yeah, sure, no
we
problem.
really want you to be here. Wow, so many gentlemen joining me today.
Yeah.
Crazy. How you been, Justin?
I'm good. I have to ask an important question though.
Okay.
Are you team hard taco or soft taco?
Soft taco. I just want to ask you.
Come on.
You're hard taco?
I'm a team hard taco all the way. I love hard tacos, but it's kind of a mood thing, you know.
Yeah.
Some days I'm like hard taco,
Yeah.
some days it's soft taco. It just depends, man.
And what kind of protein do you like on your taco? Like shrimps or maybe like
No,
any?
I'm all beef all the time.
Yeah?
I'll do
Cool.
chicken every once in a while. Like occasionally I'll throw like a kind of like a steak thing.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, I'm just like I'm all ground beef.
Nice. So here we have crunchy tacos.
Yep.
I guess I will have to try them out first of all, and then maybe I will decide.
Yeah. I think once you go hard tacos, you never go back. It's
Yeah.
just it just hits different.
I see.
It just
cool.
hits different.
I'm excited.
Just go to the soft side from no way. No way. I'm a little annoyed I didn't get in on SEV this morning. Yeah. If anybody's having FOMO about anything, it's me and SEV today. So TBLT and the other one that I got into just not doing it for me today.
A lot of people like Elizabeth Goodyear, one of our viewers. I'm pretty sure more people were trading that SEV, so she made like 40,000 on the day today.
Yeah, I saw that. Well done.
Yes. Clapping for you, Elizabeth.
Amazing.
And,
was that Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go, Elizabeth. Well done.
Even more people were on this, and yes, I also missed on that one. So yeah, what are you want to talk today about?
Let's talk today about a couple things, four things. First up, Better.com having more layoffs today. Numbers are uncertain. Third round in 5 months, so companies just not doing well at all. No real idea on the actual number of layoffs, but insiders are saying that the layoffs are numbering in the hundreds, so more people at Better.com not having a Better.com day. Apparently 2 months of severance is being offered, and as well being able to keep their benefits for a little bit longer. I think this company's kind of done. I don't really see them lasting the year. Laying off that many people, that many rounds of layoffs in under 6 months, not going to happen. So, but who knows? I've been wrong before. Maybe I'm going to be wrong again. I hope I am, but I don't know how this company is going to keep going. So, yeah. Let's see. This is an interesting story. North Korean hackers are targeting blockchain companies. So beware. The United States, the FBI, CISA, and the U.S. Treasury say that the Lazarus Group, who's responsible for that hack, $625 million on a theft of crypto from an Ethereum. Geez, I can't talk today. An Ethereum sidechain from Axie. Apparently, they are now going after everybody who has large positions in cryptocurrency, as well as NFTs. So if you are one of those people, please make sure to not give out any information to anybody and make sure to secure all your stuff. So they are pushing hard, and who knows who's really responsible for it. But regardless, $625 million in Ethereum is not in crypto is not a small amount. So please be careful out there. Last thing I want to talk about today, can you get a bottle of vodka from Air? Apparently you can. Air Company debuted in 2009, raising $30 million from Toyota Ventures, JetBlue Ventures, and Parley for the Oceans, raising money to turn air into vodka and bottling it.
Sorry, air like the one we breathe?
Like
turn it into the vodka?
Yeah, like turning carbon dioxide into vodka.
Wow.
So you can,
I would try it.
Interesting. I would definitely give that a shot. No pun intended, or pun intended, depending on how we want to go.
Imagine it would feel like water.
Would it taste like water?
But where are they going to take alcohol from?
I
don't. Or something.
I honestly don't know. They've been able to pull this off, so it will be interesting to see how they do it.
Okay, that one I'm excited for.
Maybe coming to a JetBlue airline near you, or when you buy a Toyota, you get a case of vodka.
Nice.
Yeah, so there you go. I do that. I already breathe vodka. Oh, geez. All right. Okay, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go back to my desk and have major FOMO about missing out on SEV, and hoping for a good dip. Come on.
To get reloaded?
I'm not even going to reload because I missed. I didn't even reload. I missed the boat completely. I have to swim to catch the boat now. So I'm going to hope for a good dip, and if I find a good one, then I'm in like Flynn.
Go for it, Justin. We should find the deep, and I will also share a FOMO video on the chat. So
yes, please do.
If you will feel too bad, just watch that one. Hopefully, it will make you feel better.
Yes. Thank you, Miss V.
Yeah.
And Team Hard Taco.
Yeah. Do you know what?
It's all about the hard
Soft
tacos.
taco winning.
Soft tacos winning?
Yeah.
I'm out of the show. I'm not hanging around anymore.
All right.
All right. See you later, guys.
See
Have
you,
a good one.
Justin. Thank you.
See you
Have a
this
great
week.
day.
Have a good day.
Erica sending kisses to Justin. Justin sent you kisses to Erica while he was leaving. And yeah, Team Soft Tacos is here. Luca is coming back, and we're dying to see him and talking to him. And people just really keep talking about SEV after Justin's talk about SEV. Even I'm having a FOMO in here. In SEV,
Oh,
even
man.
though I totally
Oh,
missed that
man.
one.
Once Elizabeth said 4K, I was like, oh my god, I want to get in. But this is the top. If I get in here, look, is this a head and shoulders? I don't know. Is it going back down? Is it going to break 8? Probably. If I punch in, you know what? For your sake, I'm not going to get in, because if I get in here, I can feel the reversal coming. But who knows where this goes, right? I wonder what the market cap of this company is. Where's the? Let's just see here. I got this here for you guys. Let me drag this over. Here we go. Okay, so we have 23 mil float, market cap 600. 600 mil. Okay, that's a little high. Sorry, when I say that's a little high, I mean, you know, if this at this point was like 100, then yeah, you know, maybe we run to 250, 500, but 600 next stop maybe $1 billion, but at that point that's a stretch. We'll see what happens. Haven't been watching the tape on this, so it will be interesting to see what happens. I wonder if the float is locked. Again, when I watch these small caps, what I look for early in the day is to see if the float is locked. If you can find that tell, it's perfect, because then once it starts going, you kind of know the algos involved, you know how they're trading, you know where they're trading, when they're trading, what they're doing, the games that they're playing, and it's a good tell, like, you know, like hold it until the algo's done with it, assuming there is one on the name. And then, you know, once it's done, it just kind of dies, whatever. You just get out after that. And but yeah, what's everybody else looking at besides this one? I know yesterday there was one that went nuts, CVM, on that news that I sent you. I'm sure everybody knows, but
yeah.
basically CEO tips off investors.
Yeah.
Like, and then the stock goes up. What, like, you know what? When I saw that news, I was like, oh, this like is bad news.
Yeah.
This came out afterwards.
Yeah.
But that was the news that drove it up. That was insane. It went all the way up and all the way back down. That was absolutely
It's
crazy.
like, how do you say, buy the news, sell the rumor?
yeah. And in this case, you know, the rumor came from the man himself, which is
right.
a little interesting. Yeah, Casa. I was actually looking at that yesterday too. I had a couple trades on it. Didn't do well. And again, I think the institutional ownership on this one's pretty high. But yeah, yesterday we had that move up. It's so choppy. And even like, you know, when you get names like this that are super choppy, chopping around, it's very hard to get fills for the size that you want, from my experience. So, you know, I tend to try to stay away, just kind of play my own game, trade my own book. What happened to Mullen? What happened with Mullen? I'm not 100% sure, but I know, oh, they're back down, eh? Look at this. Wow. Let's bring up a bigger time frame here. Yeah, I know these guys. See, that's the thing with these names, right? Once they die, you really don't want to be involved until the next move. If I was an investor and I was an investor from up here at this point, I'm kind of worried now after that death candle from yesterday. I'm not sure if there was any news on it, but you know, again, once these things kind of die off, then you know, it's going to be very difficult for price to get back above that $2 level. I think just because of just volume profile, a lot of trades here, kind of death candle here. If it does get up here, there'll be some resistance. So I'm not too sure that I love this. And you know, from an investing standpoint, I mean, I would probably hold the bigger names in the EV sector. Anything else you guys are looking at? If you guys have any questions for me, let me know. I can actually see the chat today, so I can answer any questions.
I actually real quick wanted to bring Tesla. I'm looking now for this 1030 level again. I was long biased in the morning, right, out of that 1,000 level.
Mm-hmm.
But in here I can see that we have pretty much a lot of sellers sitting on 1030. So I will maybe look for Tesla. If Tesla come back to that 1030 area and get rejected again, actually I would maybe look for short opportunity. It's super dangerous for me today and now short on Tesla. while it's doing like this. But again, I'm just looking at this level and looking for possible short scalp. I wouldn't maybe hold it, like I wouldn't expect it to go to like all the way to 900s, right? But maybe
Oh, that would be fireworks if we get back there today. One of the things
Fireworks.
that I look at is, you mentioned Tesla short. Like for a scalp, sure, no problem. But I tend to stay away if I make money on the long on something, then I try to stay away from the short.
Let's see.
I don't know why. I think Greg told me this, and it's like wise words of wisdom. He's like, look, if you make money on the long, why are you gonna flip to short?
Only if stock goes against you.
Yeah. Obviously, there's money on both sides, but again, like look at Tesla, right? Market's strong today, huge up move. Huge.
Trend is your friend.
The trend is
talking
your
to
friend. Yeah,
different
exactly.
ways.
And you know what? There's a saying, like if you look at the tape long enough, you're gonna find a trade. You will find a trade.
Yeah.
And so like what I'd hate to do is look at the tape long enough and then say to myself, oh, it's up at this level, like let me short it, and then kind of blows through, stops, and makes a move towards high a day. I don't love buying it at this level, but I wouldn't be surprised if the market continues to move higher. And go figure, ES is actually at that level, 44.45, right at the 44.45 level, and it kind of stopped. I think it might be around 44.50 right now, like in and around that range. But yeah, it went right back to that level and then kind of stalled. So it's pretty interesting. So somebody here said TLT. See, TLT, I'm not huge on trading these. I don't really have the way I look at it is I'm not like. Do you have any questions specifically? See, TLT is obviously treasuries. This really moves on Fed day, or obviously when interest rates are moving. And personally, I never really can pick a direction on TLT. I'm not 100% sure. It really comes down to what you think big money's doing, where you think rates are going. I think the overall trend is rates are just going up, right? So in theory, if rates are going up, the price of bonds is going down, and the price of these treasuries will go down, so TLT should go down. But again, I've seen it pop enough times, and not 100% sure where we're going on this. Long TLT 22. Interesting. Let me just have a look back here. Hold on one sec, guys. Let's take a look here at Sev. Where are we at? We're still moving higher. Potential channel here. One of the things, I don't know if you guys know, there's a thing called Elliott wave theory, and I'm sure a lot of traders have studied that early in their career. Anyways, Elliott wave theory seems to hold true with retail trends from what I've noticed. So you have the first lightning bolt, I like to say, at the beginning of the trend. I don't know why it does this, but it does this on everything. It's in the initial run up of the cannabis sector. I think back in when 2016 it was. All these names had the same look, right? And if even looking at Sev now, you have that look. So it has that initial lightning bolt, right? Moves higher into a sort of a triangle. And I know this might sound a little ridiculous, saying these things, but moves into sort of a triangle, right? Continues higher, and then at the top of the trend, you see a sort of a head and shoulders pattern before a reversal. And obviously volume is your tell, right? Volume is your tell because reversals tend to happen when there's a lot of volume that's coming through. So that's the one thing. If I was long here, I would probably still hold a piece, especially if I was long from down here. But if we do break that $8 level with volume, there's a potential that this is the top, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if we make a move higher. Obviously risk management, just scale out. Like that's the way that I would do it. Or hold for the dream. The dream being who knows how high this can go. Who knows? That's what I tell myself when I'm in a trade. I'm like, maybe I will hold for the dream. Maybe I'll hold the whole size for the dream. But again, I said this last time, the dream potentially turns into a nightmare very quickly. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know with this one. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Keep an eye on it for sure. Looks like volume's kind of dying off, so that's the only thing that sort of worries me. If you're holding size, you don't want to be the last one holding size. I'll say that much. You don't want to be the last one out the door.
William Prodgurney is asking, will Apple go up into earnings? I believe we had a few news saying that Apple kind of cutting their production, that some analysts said, or some journals said, that they expect Apple having some difficulties with some of its products due to the production. And again, we never know. We will have to wait until the Apple going to report earnings. Maybe we can take a look at the Apple charts, and meanwhile, I will double check for you when Apple is going to report their earnings.
Sure, no problem. So just having a look at Apple, obviously you guys know I love trading this name for broader market plays. Obviously today was very, very strong, had the move up. I think the 167.5 level, if I remember correctly, would be a sort of resistance. Now, if you look at the chart, it might not make sense. I'm just going based on volume profile, how much volume was traded there in the past 5 days. And here's something for you guys to know, right? You look at charts and you say to yourself, "Oh, I'm going to make decisions based on charts." But the reality is, you obviously got to trade the current book, trade what's actually happening, right? And I like to say that the charts are the past, right? And the tape, right, is the current action, and the book can give you an indication of where the future action might trade, right? If you have a photogenic memory somehow, some way, and you traded every single move on Apple for the past, 10 days, let's say you're that guy, then, you probably wouldn't even have to look at a chart. You'll just be like, "Oh, I remember that all the volume was traded at 167.5, so that's a good probably resistance area." Now, I'm not saying take a short in front of that today, because obviously market's strong, could easily get back up there, go back above. But just in terms of overall money movement, I want to say that that's the level that most of the money exchanged hands. So it will be interesting to see. And go figure, it did come right up to 167.50, touch it, and then reverse. So that was the level, which is very, very interesting to me, because I woke up this morning and I told myself 167.50 is the level. I don't know why, but I think, and go figure, it actually came right up and touched that level. That's pretty interesting. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we make more moves higher. Really just depends on the overall market and what's happening, right? Yeah, earnings will be interesting. I'm not 100% sure what to expect. I know a lot of the times the bid is strong going into earnings. So, look back the past 10 years, obviously rates being lower, no kind of economic instability. What you tend to see going into earnings is the bid is strong, right? And so whether people are buying or selling doesn't matter, the bid is strong. What I've noticed lately is the potential trend, I haven't confirmed this yet, is that maybe, obviously there's more volume going into earnings, so you use that volume to get out of your positions, assuming that you want to get out of your positions. But I'm not 100% sure. Again, I have no idea. One of the other things you guys can look at is you can look at the expected move off of earnings. So you just basically do a simple options calculation, and it'll tell you, the expected move on Apple is going to be, let's say, 6%, 7%, post-earnings move. So, if you're in a position, or if you're thinking of taking a long, or if you're in the money already, you say to yourself, "Okay, I'm in the money." If you're like Prad, holding Apple at 150, the best price possible at this point, you say to yourself, "Okay, maybe there's going to be I don't know, a $13 move, worst case scenario to the downside." So at this, post earnings, $13 move to the downside, we're still above that 150. So you're still in the money, assuming you're long at 150, and maybe you add back. And you did mention that they have the production problems and all that along the way. I look at my approach to markets is a little bit different. Even though these companies might be facing some hiccups along the way, I want to believe that money has to make a decision. Big money has to make a decision. Where do they put the money? Where, right? And so you have names like Microsoft, like Apple, they're not going away. They have a production problem. Did it even sell off on the news? And if it did, and I have loads of money that I have to buy something, I'm "Oh, perfect. I get this for a little cheaper, So I think a lot of people might be thinking 150 level, I would love for it to get there because I'm going to buy more. And so will it get there? Probably not, because of that. I mean, or, things just take a turn and just breaks 150 and goes down. Hopefully not, though. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
And earnings come on 28th April, so it's going to happen very soon, Luca. April 28th, after the market close, we will find out. So I also wanted to ask you if you're really kind of familiar with iceberg orders and dark pools, if it's anyhow related.
No. So they're two different things.
Okay.
So an iceberg order is essentially you can hide your order. So, you know, there's lit gateways. So for example, you have ARCA, you have BATS, like these are lit gateways. And then you have dark pools, which are not lit gateways. So essentially what that means is you can send orders to buy and sell. You can trade, and nobody has to see where you're trading, what your price is. So think of it like a game of poker, okay?
For iceberg?
No, this is for dark pool. Sorry.
Sure.
Yeah, I get all over the place. Yeah. So think of it like a game of poker, right?
Sure.
If you don't want to show your hand, then you can trade in the dark pool. And a lot of the times, what big money does is they trade in, you know, their own dark pool or their bank's dark pool. Reason being is because, let's say, you know, Fund ABC wants to buy like 200 million of a stock, right? And they can't find a counterparty, or they go to the bank, they say, do you have any on the shelf? And they say no. And they're like, okay, well, we can trade this in our we could put this in our dark pool. Because imagine, for anybody here who, you know, trades every single day, watches the tape on, you know, any large cap, imagine 200 million hitting a lit gateway. Like, imagine that sitting on a gateway, right? It doesn't, you know, it doesn't exactly interact. It, you know, if I was trading that large size, I probably wouldn't want it on a lit gateway. I'd probably want to be trading in the dark pool. And so one of the stats for you guys, I think, just off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure here, but a lot of the volume is done in dark pools. And that's just because these big traders are trading a lot of size in the dark pool. And so they're not trading like 100 shares many, many times. It's like, you know, big orders are going off in the dark pool. Icebergs, on the other hand, are something completely different. It's if you want to, you know, post, let's say, on ARCA Gateway, and you want to and you have, let's say, 10,000 shares that you want to sell, and you only want to show 100. I think the minimum is like one lot you have to show. And so you show 100, but you have 9,900 behind that 100 that you want to sell.
Yeah.
And so the way that it'll look on the tape is, let's say, like, you know, for example, and I'll just use Apple as an example, right? Let's say it's selling off, it's coming down to 166.20. If there's an iceberg buyer at 166.20, then it'll come down. You'll see on the tape 166.20. You might see only one, let's say. So one lot, even though that person wants to buy, let's say, 10,000 shares, right? And so when it comes down, you see the one, you'll see on the tape a lot of red, so selling into that level, but the one share is not, or sorry, the 100 shares is not breaking. So it's not breaking. So essentially that's because somebody iceberged their orders. So a lot of the times, you know, day traders, I want to believe that traders who are moving like a lot of size sometimes use icebergs because, you know, again, they don't want to really show their hand depending on how the market's interacting with size. So let's say, you know, market comes up, hits a certain level, and like, boom, size comes on the book, and it just instantly whips away from that size, then perhaps that trader thinks to himself, okay, you know what, I'm going to pull this and then iceberg it because I'm more likely to get the fill at this price, right? So this is how people probably think to themselves how they're going to use icebergs. Obviously, you can use them in any way that you want. This is just me thinking off the top of my head. And then, yeah, in terms of dark pools, like, I don't think a lot of day traders are using dark pools. But yeah, one stat for you guys, one thing for you guys, if you're interested in trading a specific name, you can actually go on FINRA's website and you can check the amount of volume that's being done on specific dark pools. So for example, if you say to yourself, you know, I like to trade Apple and I want to get filled, and I'm having an issue and I can't get filled, then you go to FINRA, you type it up, whatever, and it'll tell you that I think UBS's dark pool does the most volume. I mean, this isn't like, you know, secret information. It's all public. You guys can look it up. But that's assuming that, you know, you're having trouble getting fills. I mean, most of the time you're going to get filled. You know, you will always get filled because it's very hard to have, you know, some of these large caps dead to rights.
Awesome, great stuff. So I think, I personally figured out a lot for myself. Thank you, Luca. It was very helpful. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it was interesting for everyone. By the way, you remember I was talking about this here, sellers at around 10:30.
Oh my
and
God.
Here Tesla goes.
I hope I didn't talk you out of it.
And here goes Tesla all the way
Here it
to
goes.
VWAP, guys. We're now 10:20. Again, I don't think Tesla will go to day lows or anything. But again, I never really tested that scalping strategy a lot. But I always saw like how Sean or Neil mostly would do this. Like, you know, when like you catch these moves, You get in, you get out, you get in, you get out.
Oh, yeah.
And like I always wanted like to try something like this.
Yeah.
So and also again, like sellers in here, I think that would be great scalp. It's not even scalp. Like how many dollars? If I would get in a 10.29, we're 10.20, so it's like $10 in the money. It's not even like that scalp. So let's see how low Tesla will go. I will definitely look for this level at 10.16. And if we break 10.16, I also see more room for us to go back in here at 10.12, and maybe then we will bounce back, or maybe we will bounce back to the upside out of this 10.16 level. But yeah, it's.
I would say if you're looking to scalp, you're probably better off scalping an easier name, because it's very difficult. So when you say scalping, I think get in, get out, get in, get out, right?
Yeah.
Even though Tesla gives you the range.
Yeah.
It's hard to get filled. It's hard to get filled. They'll only fill you if you're wrong. And again, this isn't a secret thing. It's, you know, you need to be wrong to get filled, obviously. But on Tesla, the spread is so wide. So you might have a spread of, let's say, 50 cents. So you might put your order in at, let's say, 25 cents.
Yeah.
And it'll fill that. But then you might be like 50 cents out of the money. So the thing with scalping is actually interesting. And I was telling this to the other guys. Like, so to be a successful scalper, you should not get the fill. And I know it doesn't make sense, but hear me out. You should not get the fill, because if you get the fill, you're going to be wrong. And on a scalping perspective, you don't want to be wrong too much, because you're playing a very like small game. You know, you say to yourself, I want to risk 3 cents. This should jump 8 cents. So I'm going to get in here. I'm going to get out there. You know. But if you get the fill, it's like, who filled you? Why did you get filled? Who was your counterparty?
Yeah.
So it's like this abstract thought. It's like, you know, I say to myself, like, okay, scalping, I don't want to get filled, but I have to get filled to make money. So, you know, these are just questions that I ask myself, and I say, okay, how am I going to get filled?
Yeah.
Which gateways am I going to use? What order size should I use? Like what? So all these things run through my mind, but I think Tesla to scalp is a little bit more challenging.
What would you like, for example?
I mean,
what do you like to scalp?
You know, I think Brandon said this, and I actually like this. Ford is easy to trade because it's not going to move too much, right? So if you're new to trading, if you're like working on a strategy and you say to yourself, you know, I'm willing to trade like one of the large cap names, whether it be Ford, Apple, whatever, you know, every stock obviously has its own feel. One of the stocks that I trade very poorly is Alibaba, because it gives the feel that it's almost like Apple, but a little more risky, just in general. Like it maybe has like a 3-cent spread versus Apple, a 1-cent spread. But so it gives the feel of Apple, and I'm like, okay, this is Apple, so let me use Apple type size. Yeah. But the moves are just violent. They're violent. Like it might move like 74 cents in like 1 second, and I'll be like, oh, I'm offside, but I'm really offside here. So, you know, obviously everything has a feel to it. Ford is going to be a little bit slower, so it's something that like you can probably take a little bit more size. Yeah. You know, like, and be comfortable, because this thing is not going to move like 20 cents against you. You know what I mean? Right. And, you know, again, like
or $50 like Tesla.
Yeah, exactly. Tesla, you're like, okay, let me scalp this for $2. You know, but $2 is like, it's going to move $2 and you're not going to get filled, and then it's going to make a decision and move $10. Yeah. No, Tesla for sure is momentum name. And I would even say, like, you know, you could even work a scalping strategy on Apple. But, you know, keep that in mind. Keep the dark pool thing in mind. So if you're saying to yourself, I want to prioritize getting filled, and I'm willing to pay a little bit more, you can route to dark pools. So like look at FINRA's website, say, okay, this one's doing this much volume. And I think somebody said FINRA's delayed. Like it doesn't really matter. I mean, this is like more of like long-term, like, you know, if it's showing you that UBS's dark pool is doing the most volume over like the past 3 months, then it is what it is, right? So you could do that. On the other hand, if you say to yourself, you know, I'm comfortable using lit gateways because, you know, if you route to, let's say, as an example, like Edge A, you're paying inverse gateway, whatever, or if even ARCA, if you want like the fill, like most of the volume is being done, let's say on ARCA or NASDAQ or whatever. So you say to yourself, okay, you know what, I'm willing to like break even, because here we have market making abilities, so we basically can route to any gateway for anybody asking that question. And essentially you say to yourself, you know, I'm going to use NASDAQ, I'm going to use ARCA's gateway, I'm going to scalp here, just use whatever, small size, see how you get the fills. Oh, just thought of something else too. To remind, just, you know, off the top of my head here, odd lots do not get price protection versus round lots. So one lot is 100 shares. And if you send 100 shares to a gateway, then that has price protection, meaning if you send it first and I send it second at the same price,
Yes.
you will get filled before I get filled. Because it is one lot. So 100 shares, 200 shares, 300 shares,
Okay.
you will get filled first. If you send 80 shares, 60 shares, 15 shares, then you do not get price protection. So to my understanding, if you send your order first, 10 shares, and I send my order second, 100 shares, I can get filled before you.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
It's unfair.
Well, no, this isn't unfair. It's because, the market was structured the way that it is, and obviously round lots are
But it's even better for me, right? If you get in there with your 100 shares and then I'm with my 10, so like I will be lifted with you, no? Kind of.
Well, no, so it's just fills. It's just think of it
Okay.
simply as fills,
Okay.
right? So you
Got
say
it.
to yourself, okay, like I'm sending 10 shares, right? You send 10 shares, you can send it 7 a.m. in the morning at a level. You're waiting there all day. Then the price actually gets to this level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And at the last second, I say, oh, I love this. Let me take 2,000. Let me
Yeah.
take 5,000. My 5,000 is prioritized over your 10.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now, obviously, most of the time, everything's gonna fill all the time. So this is only if you think that you have something dead to rights. Like you're like, I know this is the level. It's not gonna it will not go against me, even 1 cent.
Yes.
Which most of the time it's always going
Yeah.
10 cents against you at least. Or in my case for Twitter, 4 cents against me every time I get filled. I'm just out of the money right away. I cannot have it dead to rights. It's literally impossible. And if I punch, I get these random ass prices. So yeah, it's
I'm
pretty
good
interesting.
with my 10 shares,
Yeah, yeah.
I
You
can
know what?
take
But that's
4
the thing,
cents.
right? Obviously, if you're trading Tesla, it's very challenging to move a lot of size. You're not moving 2,000, 3,000 shares of Tesla. That's just crazy. Because again, this thing can move so much against you, and where's your liquidity to get out if you're wrong? So I would love to see. And Tesla's one of those things that obviously has the gamma squeezes going on. So a lot of the liquidity doesn't really come on the book for Tesla until gamma squeeze starts to go. So yeah, just something there.
As we mentioned Tesla in there, so here we touched that VWAP and bounce back to the upside out of that, going higher. QQQ is also trying. So as we can see, QQQ also were moving sideways for this time, and I'm excited to see if we will break back to highs in here, or maybe we will continue moving sideways, laying on VWAP or break to the downside. But that's great that we found kind of support in Tesla in here. And guys, let's come back to some names you want to talk about. I think it was very helpful and educational conversation with you, Luca. That's great. Thank you.
No problem,
Hopefully, if
anytime.
we have more questions, I can throw them at you.
Anytime.
Awesome, thank you. Because definitely we all here want to learn and improve ourselves as traders.
For sure. And I do see one comment, sorry here.
Sure.
Ace, Tesla has plenty of liquidity. It does. All these names have tons of liquidity. You will get filled. So don't think when I say these things oh, you're not going to get filled. I'm mostly referring to I think I have this dead to rights in a specific area, and I try to get filled for size. Then I complain and I say to myself, man, I didn't get filled for size. This doesn't make any sense. I look over at Brandon. I start shaking my head. And then maybe I'm going home that day and I think to myself, I go, yeah, but you know what? It makes sense because who was going to fill me there, right? If you filled me there, I feel bad. Just stop trading. Stop trading altogether. So it makes sense. So yeah, again, when I say just when I talk about liquidity in that sense, what I mean in general, from a general sense, is if you have it specifically dead to rights on Tesla, it's going to be very, very difficult to get the fill for the size that you want. Just from my experience. I mean, obviously, if you're having better luck than I am, then keep doing what you're doing, and you feel free not to tell me, and just keep profiting off it.
Yeah, and I will kind of Lost our YouTube channel. What? Where am I? I just wanted to bring this funny comment from Elizabeth. Valeria's best speed date today. You know, it's so funny, but at the same time, guys, I think it's wonderful. I personally enjoy because literally all of you guys come and you have different styles of trading, just in general, right? Like you're different people with different interests.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's super cool. Like you get all of this in one show, and I'm learning so much from you guys, so this is amazing. And if you also think so, that guys, it's fun that like literally we get so many personalities and different perspectives, so each of you can find something interesting for yourself. And I say all of that because please help us to get more likes, team. We're about 20 minutes until the end of this beautiful market movers show. We still need 150 more likes. More than 2,000 people are watching us right now. So team, please support us, give us a like. And I think it's fantastic that we have so many great traders in here.
I love the comment you made. You know, we all learn from each other. We all learn from each other. Like, obviously, I have a lot to learn, and you know, I try to get better every single day. And by all means, I don't know. You know, I want to continue to get better and learn, and I'm always a student. And I think, you know, as soon as you stop learning, that's when you get old, right?
Right.
So for me, I just want to keep learning from everybody. Everybody has something to teach you, and it's nice to be, you know, on a trading floor, like being able to share my experiences with everybody and learn from everybody along the way. Yeah, so just quickly here, I wanted to pull up Sev just to look at this. So we flush below 8, and that's it. Now we're back down. Like, that flush was nasty. That was nasty below. But here's the thing, right? And here's the thing for you guys for the tell on small caps. Just kind of keep an eye out for this. You know, you have the run up, and again, the Elliott wave for everybody still around. The Elliott wave that I was mentioning before, it's just a general trend. Like, you're not really trading off Elliott wave. It's just something that continues to happen, right? It's just kind of trend in the way like human behavior is. But anyways, we move up all this volume, and then boom, right on this candle right here, which is very small, relatively speaking, but this candle seems to be the death candle. Even though it doesn't look that deadly, you know, volume completely dead after that. So if you're watching the tape the whole way up, I'm sure the tape looked a lot different going into that level. And then boom, pushed for that high one more time. So you had 860 to 870 right here. Pushed for that high one more time, final amount of volume, done, and that's it. No more volume after that. And then boom, we flushed below 8, and we're probably not coming back below unless a good reason to go back, or back above, sorry. So yeah, one of the things that you want to look for if you're long these names, like let's say you get long, like somehow you get lucky, you're long like all the way down here, or even like you're long like on the initial move up. You know, it's riding VWAP, right? And doesn't really break trend. And, you know, maybe here you get a little nervous, but obviously you want to like scale out of your positions. But, you know, now, if you've been watching the tape the whole time, you know, tape probably looked a lot different after that, right? And so that's your tell. If you're watching and you identify, you know, this algo seems to be done with the stock, assuming that's the whole play that happened, then you say to yourself, okay, like I'm done with this. Or you flip to the short side. That's when I could argue, like, you know, you could take the flip there. But yeah, hopefully everybody's good on that name.
Yeah, and great stuff. And here actually someone brought that ATER. Stop the Playmaker 88 saying that ATR is being murdered. Oh, well, that crazy move to the downside, guys.
Oh, yeah. This sort of has a similar feel to Mullen yesterday, where it kind of comes up, does that whole VWAP thing, right? Kind of above, like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then boom, meat of the move, and then just slow death. Hopefully you guys are short from up here. That was actually an awesome short. I know this was just, it was up for a long time. A lot of people were looking at this name for the move today. So yeah, that was actually clean. Hopefully you guys are short. I see ENSV going to fly. Don't tell me this is one of those low volume names. Come on. ENSV. Oh, maybe I have that spelled wrong. ENSV. Oh, AM. Oh, is this an oil name? This kind of feels like an oil name. ENSV. I think so, yeah. This trade has my interest, actually, the oil plays. but I want to see them get a little bit higher. So personally I'm favoring the short, but I want to see it like kind of move higher, and then take the short.
On
But-
ATR?
Well, ATR might be done after today. Normally, like with these small caps, is like they move up, right? Then they do a lot of volume. And when I talk about like, algo and soaking float and this and that, I'm just loosely referring to the fact that now that there's a lot of volume, a lot of eyes are going to be watching this thing, right? And once they have like that death candle, and then they just die and the volume's dead,
Yes.
like I don't trade it. I mean, you could probably trade for like next few days, but like
Yeah.
the moves are going to be so much
Yes.
smaller that like it doesn't have my interest. There's always something better in my opinion to trade. So I would probably stay away from that after that.
Look, someone reminded me like one of our viewers made animation of you, the coffee one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll
Oh, I'm
show you
excited.
now. And we also have a super chat from William S. Thank you so much, William. I hope you're having a great, profitable day. Can we look at Robinhood stock, please? Earnings next week. Wow, Robinhood. I haven't heard about Hood for a long time, so maybe we can take a look at that one.
Sure. So, yeah, Hood. Let's see here. Personally, I thought, I mean, this is a tough call. If I had to guess, just off the top of my head, they're gonna pop on earnings and then dump, probably. That's just my loose guess, very, very loose guess. See, the thing with this company, it's like they IPO'd at such a high price relative to probably what they're worth or probably what institutions wanted to buy them for, and obviously you have Citadel behind them, right? Who are also market makers. So, there should be, there should be some type of firewall. Like, I mean, I don't know if there's a rule on like, Citadel has ownership in the company and Citadel is also a primary market maker, and they can see the order flow of people, of Robinhood traders sending their order flow to Citadel. It's like just one big circle, and Citadel keeps all the money. That's kind of my assumption of the situation. So, they IPO'd at such a high price, and then they flew up, and then just like, what did they hit? Like maybe 74, if I remember correctly, or maybe that's too high, maybe 34, one of those, 54, one of those. Anyways, they flew up and then back down, and they've just been dead ever since. So it's like, personally, I'm not an investor in Robinhood. I'm not too excited about this name. And as for earnings, your guess is as good as mine. If I had to guess, probably somehow make a move higher and then dump on earnings. I'll be surprised if they're already so low. Like I don't think this stock is going to go to $5, like by the end of next week or whenever their earnings are. But yeah, I don't really have like a strong opinion on this one.
Robinhood actually has earnings on the same day as Apple does on 28th April. So it's going to happen very, very soon. And here's the animation I wanted to show you, Luca. So it says, go long on coffee. Okay.
Oh my God. I like that. Go long on coffee.
And do you want to see by any chance Brandon being hit by
Oh my
test
God.
animation? Please take your kids away because it's a little bit of violence in here. But anyways, thank you so much, guys, for making that
Oh
fun
my
for
God,
me.
that's hilarious. That one, we could actually work that into our animations. The next time Brandon comes on the show, let's say he messes up a trade, you just run
Yes.
him over with the Tesla.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But the thing is this, like, I would prefer I was not sitting in there, but like, it would be very fun if like I had a great trade on Tesla.
Yeah.
And Brandon losing trade on Tesla, and then I'm like,
Yeah, you guys are opposite, and you're
Sorry.
and he's like, I think it's going down, and you're long,
Yeah.
it's just going way up, and you're just
Yeah.
like, boom, animation, like run him
Right.
over.
we should have an on the opposite when Brandon goes over me on Tesla.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's
it
cool.
is.
Thanks for the animation. I'm not sure who made that, but thank you for that. That's so cool. Go long on coffee. Go long on espresso. After this, I'm gonna have an espresso for sure. Probably my third espresso of the day. Maybe too much. Maybe.
Don't go too long on espresso, you know?
Don't go too long. You can have 2 espressos. 3, maybe you're pushing it. 4, I don't know. You gotta have
And
a
it's
high.
addiction.
Then it's addiction. Well, for sure. I haven't went a day without espresso, like for the past 10 years. Like I for sure have to have espresso at least one time a day.
One time a day at least.
Yeah, at least.
Crazy. Like, have you ever take coffee from Starbucks?
I hate Starbucks.
So I knew that. I'm pretty sure if I tell you what I take from Starbucks,
Oh
you
my
will
God.
be like, it's not even coffee. And talking you like taking one espresso. Do you like cook it yourself?
Well, I have an espresso machine, so I like whatever, just make my own espresso. But don't tell me you have like the green frappuccino, mochaccino.
No, I
or
have
something.
a mochaccino. I have a real Starbucks hater here. So I have like blonde roast coffee. That first of all is already not really strong coffee, like it's blonde roast, right?
Yeah.
Then I have in there like 2 pumps of caramel syrup, 2 pumps of hazelnut syrup. I have raw sugar.
Raw
I have raw sugar.
Yeah, so you know you're okay.
I'm trying to keep like it not too much, okay? And I have a cream on top.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
That sounds just like that. I can taste that.
Someone said
That's
it sounds like diabetes in a cup.
It does. But you know, you like what you like. For me personally, just black espresso. That's it.
Wow.
Just espresso every day. Sometimes short, sometimes long. And I'll say actually a quick funny story for you guys. So when I went to Italy, so you know, now that you guys heard me speak for a little bit, you know, like you see kind of the way that I speak, my style, whatever. And I go to Italy and I'm like, you know, I don't speak full Italian, but I understand Italian. And I go to the espresso bar and I'm like, I tell the person, I'm like, hey, can I have an espresso? And obviously over there, it's not espresso, it's just coffee, right? It's just coffee. So I go, yeah, can I have an espresso or a coffee? And I say, because they always make it short. So in Italy, it's coffee, not espresso,
Yeah.
because they don't really have coffee. Like they have coffee, but they don't
so
really.
espresso called coffee in it.
Yeah, cafe. So
Okay,
cafe,
cafe.
that's it. So you say cafe, they'll make you an espresso.
Sure.
And so I say to myself, I go there and I'm like, okay, like I want this a little bit longer because they always make it so short. And I don't want to have like 4 of them, you know, like
Yeah.
I'd rather just have like one, like a little bit longer. So I go and I say like, I go to the lady and I'm like, hey, how's it going? You know, un cafe. And she's like, okay, yeah. And I go, bare. And this is Canadian. I go, bare, troppo lungo. But I think the way that I said it, I go, bare, troppo lungo. And she hears, so in my head I'm saying, but please make it a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But what she's hearing is, bare, not too long. So
Lol.
every time it would come less than short, it will be like nothing.
How come?
Well, because I was telling her, I'm like, bare, troppo lungo. And to her, what she was hearing was, not too long, extra short. And then I would get it, and it would be super short, and I'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm Italian, I can't even, this is embarrassing.
Lol.
But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe you guys get a laugh out of that one.
That's actually a great story. And I just thought maybe when you have short espresso, you should go short on the stocks. And when you have long espresso, you should go long on the stocks.
Well, in that case, then I'm long everything all the
Yeah,
time.
okay,
all the
cool,
time.
good.
Unless it's like, you know, the 7 p.m. espresso. Then at that point, I'm like, okay, short for sure. Because at this point, I've already had like 3-4 coffees. So gotta take it easy at this level. And I just see here actually the market. Last thing I'll say, market related.
Ooh,
Market's ripping.
going.
Market's ripping. Almost looks like the Qs have one of that. I think Ian said it. He's like the W formation. How funny is that? We have the V-shaped recoveries. Now we have the W formation. Obviously, I'm joking around here, guys. But you know,
Double V.
Huh?
We call it double V in here.
Double V.
There's no W anymore.
Double V. Yeah, no W, double V. But yeah, very interesting. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if market makes a new high going into the close. We'll see what we get on the imbalances going into the close. But yeah, I mean, it's super strong today, and like it hasn't even touched VWAP. So, and I'm just looking at this one here. Yep. So we'll see where it goes. But yeah, that 40-45 level, definitely interesting level to watch. And just keep an eye on the large caps that move the market, you know, Apple, Microsoft, everything else. But yeah, I think we could rip into the close. Hopefully we do. Hopefully we do.
Hopefully. And again, Tesla shows like so many opportunities, right? You could take that not small, good short, then the double bottom in here, bounce back, and who knows where we go. Maybe day highs, why not? And we've got a super chat from Dominic Famolaro talking MDVL. Wow. Let's take a look at MDVL, and I wonder if
MDVL, I think Mediville Holdings, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my God, what a move.
Oh.
What a move. That's crazy.
What?
You know, I have no idea why these names move like this. it's like they're dead, nothing's happening, and then boom, volume out of nowhere, and they just move. I don't know if there's any news on this, but you know, if you're long from the bottom at 2, then congratulations. Congratulations.
I don't see any news, just that Matt Vail is expected to announce earnings of 0.36 loss per share.
Oh, they announced earnings, or they're going
About to. Expected to.
Ah, okay, I see.
Those are expectations of earnings.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, this was the name that actually had that death move down. So yeah, maybe some short covering here. But you know, you are going to have some resistance, obviously. When you have these huge moves, right? These huge moves down, then there's probably a lot of bag holders, right? And then if we do get back above to these levels, you know, they're going to be selling. So not to say that it can't break above and keep going. That's just one thing to be cognizant of. Just make sure that you know where you stand. Like, this thing is approaching resistance levels, so there could be sellers stepping in. So maybe, you know, if you are long somehow, some way, then could be an area to take some off. But yeah, interesting move there actually. And last thing I want to check is Twitter while I'm at it. I wonder where this name is. Ah, okay, below 48. Yeah, this will be interesting if we get back to 50. I think that above 48 level to 48.50, I want to say is like liquidity vacuum zone. Like, it's not, but like, look, in my mind, liquidity vacuum zone that could potentially push us to 149. If we break above that, then, you know, maybe we're going for a test for 50. But again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if this tests 52, 53. So we'll see what happens.
Frank is asking, Luca, how to find small penny stock? I mean, all the penny stocks are small now, like it's a penny.
Yeah, small caps, penny stocks. Yeah, I understand.
Before they make the upside move. So
that's a great question.
Yeah? Cool.
That is a great question. That requires a lot of research, in my opinion.
Scanners, like we use trade ideas for
yeah,
example?
So you could, you know, obviously, yeah, most of the time what's coming up on the scanner is something that already moved, right? So I think I was mentioning this last time, you know, if you're somebody who loves doing research, then you can compile a list of, let's say, biotech companies that are very small, and you think, okay, these names can potentially explode, okay? But the thing is, there's going to be so many names, right? So I would say, and I'm assuming you're coming from a perspective of, you know, I want to buy it before the move, not as it's moving. That's more of an investment, not a trade, because trade, obviously, you want to react. Yeah, I don't exactly down the wrong rabbit hole. I don't want to get too into detail here, but essentially, just to summarize for you guys, you know, let's say an industry is hot, EV is hot. You know, you're going to find 5 companies that are hot, and so you say to yourself, okay, you know, these ones potentially could go up, and I'm going to buy them, and then if they don't, I'm just going to off them, whatever. And I see somebody saying, Elizabeth here, saying, please look at Casa. I think that $7 level is interesting. You know, if you're looking for a short here, then 7 to 740. If we get above 750, then I wouldn't want to be in this short. But I think this has high institutional ownership, so again, hard to get filled. Just games, market makers are going to defend the stock, so you don't want to smash lows if you are shorting. But yeah, maybe potentially gets above 7. It almost seems that, you know, most of the volume, we get above 7, lots of volume, and it just can't get above that 750 area. And now, like, volume is just done. Volume is done. So if you're looking for a sort of backside move, I would wait for just potential exhaustion. What I would love to see for this on the short side is if we can get above 7, 720, and then rip back below 7, like take that short below 7 and then ride that down for the potential move down to 6, 550. Just remember to think in percents and not cents, and you will do well.
Thank you, Luca. And also, yeah, Dominic Famolaro is our king of penny stocks daily, sends us some movers. And in general, keep an eye on the chat. All the traders have their own approach, and what I love the most, they bring it up on our chat. Absolutely don't just tell what being said on the chat, but with your own brain, with your own research, you can find so many opportunities, because people like bring it up, you do your own research, you see if it works for you, and ta-da, you do this. But like again, keep in mind that you're responsible for your own trades, and chat is the way to bring ideas, to bring names to trade. discuss that, just the community, friendship, and so on. But again, remember, guys, be responsible for your own trades, and please remember to like this video. Luca,
Yes.
like 2 minutes left. We still need 60 more likes, 60. We still have more than 2,000 people watching.
We appreciate your support, guys, and we appreciate the likes. You know, doing this for free here, you know, just dropping knowledge. And like Miss V said, you know, and I think, who was it, Dominic here? He said, don't listen. It doesn't take too much work. You're correct. You know, we got the chat here. Everybody's always bouncing ideas off of each other. So you know, to the newer people that are watching, you know, look up these tickers, do your research, and, you know, you guys can always chat, like get opinions, ask us a lot of questions. And it makes it so much easier. You're not locked away alone trying to figure it out yourself. You know, we're everybody's together, you know. So it's
But do your research. I think you're absolutely right. Do your research. Because
do the research. You want to know what you're doing. Right?
You're not gonna have like Dominic or anybody else like all the time there for you, right? There are gonna be days when guys know sticky note or something else, and we just want to make you to be ready to go there and make money, even like if you're alone out there, right? But yeah, while you have this community, take all out of it.
Exactly.
Right.
You got it.
1K likes! We did it! High five! Do you want to do shimmy? Or you fine?
Sorry?
Do you want to do shimmy?
Shimmy? No, I don't.
Okay,
I don't do that.
look at that.
Maybe next time we get Tony here.
Some shimmy with me, guys. Yeah.
Only on the dance floor.
Tony did a crazy shimmy. Wow, he put so much effort in
Did he?
this. Yes.
Oh, I missed
Thought he's
it.
gonna
Damn.
pass out at some point. Oh wow, guys, we've got, before we leave, it's already 2 p.m. But we've got a great super chat in here from Kier Big C 522 Tesla days high before earnings to now. How do you judge? I say that there are chances for Tesla to hit day highs if QQQ will show some strength. What do you think?
I think Tesla's tomorrow, April 20th.
After the close.
Yeah,
yes.
tomorrow. And, you know, I don't think anybody's selling Tesla right now. So I'd be surprised if a lot of volume to the downside comes in. I think it probably drifts up into earnings. But just keep that 1050 level in mind. It probably won't get tested today. But, you know, if we do kind of gap up tomorrow, that's the level that I have on my radar. So we'll see how it interacts around that level.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you to Ian, to Brandon, to Luca, to Tony. And now you guys will go to the closing show for more excited. Please check out our new thumbnail, smash the likes button, and пока-пока.
Пока-пока.
Hey guys, welcome to the close. Couple hours left on a Tuesday afternoon. Hope your day is going well. It is a sea of green right across the entire board this afternoon. Very positive afternoon, led by some of the big name tech stocks. We'll talk a little bit about Tesla, obviously coming up tomorrow for earnings, but more headlines Twitter related. I mean, Twitter not really doing much, but anyways.